share this mental space. If you ever need me, just call. I'ma come running, give it my all. Love is love, God wins. Keep your vibrations high and watch how your blessings.
You know the soul does its role, the heart's doing what it's told. Sit back and just you listen. When love comes, it's on a mission. With your mind, you get choice. Can't ignore your inner voice. You know that sweet gut feeling, all that it's been revealing. You already know we're good to go. Ain't nobody gonna steal the show. Your heart's led to me, tethered to me, platinum chord right to me. Your heart's led to me. So what they talking about? They don't know. It's love. They don't know. It's love. They don't know. It's love. They don't know. They look at us with their bad mind. It don't matter. We're fine, baby. We're good. We're tight. But they love to start a fight. We don't care what they do. We're good to go. Just us two. Over there, so remiss. Mad cause we got love like this. They already know we're good to go. So nobody gonna steal the show. Your heart's led to me. Your heart's led to me. Tethered to me. Platinum chord right to me. Your heart's led to me. So what they talking about? They don't know. It's love. They don't know. It's love. They don't know. It's love. They don't know. If they try to play smart and we listen to our heart, they never tear us apart. We've been tied from the start. If they try to play smart and we listen to our heart, they never tear us apart. We've been tied from the start. Your heart's led to me, tethered right to me. You're right to me. Platinum chord to me, right to me. Your heart's led to me. So what they talking about? They don't know. Your heart's led to me, tethered to me, platinum chord right to me. Your heart's led to me. What they on about? It's love. They don't know. They don't know. It's love. They don't know. They don't know. It's love. They don't know. They don't know. It's love. They don't know. It's love. They don't know. They don't know. It's love. They don't know. They don't know. It's love. They don't know.
Yep, what's up with y'all? Y'all hit that like button. Before we start what we're going to talk about today, hit that like button. Get those likes up. Get those likes up.
You chose the light created for you just to hide in.
We'll get the stuff ready that we're going to look at. We got to go back into the petty pocket for Woof, could you? We got to go back into the petty pocket for Woof, could you? What could you think that he not? Come on, bro. You the snake. You the one that the feds need to look into in order to crack the case wide open. All the paper trails lead right to you, Woof, could you? All the paper trails lead to Woof. All the money paper trails, when they want to do the taxes, everything is up under Villalobos' body. You know? All of that stuff is up under Villalobos' body, right? So when shit hit the fan, that's when you know shit gonna hit the fan, because he gonna get hit first, because all of it's under him. You know, he think by, having his old address on there, he getting away with something. They can't find him. They got a P.O. box. They think that they slick because nobody can't find them. This is why they don't want a house. This is why Jaguar will not get a house. This is why Jaguar will not buy land, nothing, because then they will have an address. All the legal paperwork, all the people that want to sue her, everything, they will know where to send the shit at. That's why she on the road, driving here, driving there, doing all of that extra stuff. Same thing with Woof Coochie. You know that paper trail leads back to you. You know the phone numbers lead to you. So the fact that you sitting there trying to play, let's get into today's story, okay? This is about the big bad wolf, Woof Coochie, doing all of this YouTube gangster stuff, striking people's pages. I'm going to strike your page. I'm going to talk tough, but I'm going to strike your page, right? Don't want to do he ain't trying to meet up and do no fisting, ain't fighting, none of that shit, right? He ain't trying to do none of that. But what you do is you sit there and play it off like we don't know what you really about. You exploiting Jaguar Wright just like the troll farm exploiting Jaguar Wright. You seen a means to make money and you took it. You left your girl and everything behind so you can be a prominent face on social media, trying to make your way on YouTube. Did you see Woof Coochie? Did you see Set in the West, how long he's been on YouTube with no numbers? No numbers. His numbers didn't start changing until he got, with this whole situation with Jaguar Wright, right? This dude been trying to sell books. He been trying to sell, ebooks, all types of stuff, Let's go into his author, right? He tried to act like he was an author. He tried to act like he put movies together, right? Maybe y'all don't know the background on Woof Coochie, a.k.a. Villalobos Body, right? And these are all aliases. Villalobos Body is not his real name, if you ask me. That whole Villalobos Body, that's a name that they looked up on Facebook, and it pops up at the top of the list. It's like, famous names that they use. So that way, when you look it up, you can't really find them in particular. You know what I mean? Like you find, but you're not finding them. It's going to be like a Mexican or some type of, history of this person, going back excess amount of years or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I say, like, these people are not real. You really got to pay attention to the personas that are, presented. Because, like, when you look at, Woof, you can tell that he's just an addict. You know what I mean? You can tell he's just an addict. Alcoholic. That's truly what he is. An alcoholic. So that's why I say, in order to expose him, all we got to do is go back to the petty pocket. Because we already been exposed him. We already been looked him up. We already been exposed him. He's fake. He is so fake. This whole, we gonna put this team together and then get these pages up out of there. That's all they're doing is using a Patreon, and like they basically got a hit list out of all the people that they want their people to attack their pages. So you got a group of people that you're using to attack other people's YouTube page with strikes and marks and stuff like that. So their page can get pushed out of the algorithm, because whether the strike go through or not, it's going to stop them from pushing your page out there. When you got multiple people just striking your page fraudulently, it's going to stop them from pushing your content out there. So that's what they're doing by, striking people's page. They are suppressing those who are speaking the truth and searching for the truth, right? And then they're sticking their false narratives out there as if it's true, as if it holds truth. They're not really doing nothing but stopping those who are telling the truth from telling the truth, you know? And then, like, all of the fraudulent stuff that they're doing, you know, the cruelty-free nonprofit organization, fraudulent, right? All of the money scams that they're doing, from the Cash App to the PayPals to the Venmos to all of them. You got to remember, they're operating on multiple platforms. You know, she might spend 2 hours on YouTube, 2 hours on Instagram, 2 hours on Facebook, but they're utilizing all of the platforms in order to scam, grift, and gain currency. You get what I'm saying? So, and that's not all that they're using, right? They got the whole ebooks out, right? Woof is trying to sell messy, I guess, you know, Jaguar's voiceovers of her going off on people and reading certain stuff. That's why she responds the way she responds in her live, is because they know that they got to go clip that stuff up, right? It ain't like she's got a podcast, you know. You see 607 he started his own little podcast, you know what I'm saying? You see all these other people. Why Jaguar ain't got a studio yet? Why she ain't got some sort of podcast yet? Right? Oh, because she on the run, because she can't do it, because the paranoia got a hold of her. What is it? Which one do you want to use? And then y'all got to make that make sense. How y'all like shun the ones that y'all want that got criminal charges, right? But then you see Jaguar with criminal charges and it's okay. This is how you know y'all see and operate in feelings and emotions. Think about this. If they say, oh, look at this man. He's got all these charges that's in his past. Oh, yeah, we can't trust him. We don't want nothing to do with him, right? But then you got Jaguar Wright, who's on the run currently, right? Got all types of criminal charges, right? And then y'all say, yeah, fuck it. But she's a black woman, though. Make this shit make sense. Make it make sense. If a black man was on the run right now doing the same shit Jaguar was doing, y'all would tell him to turn himself in. Y'all would tear him down quick as hell if it was a black man. That's why y'all keep on bringing up our charges or old charges of black men, right? That's why y'all bring them up, to tarnish our name, tarnish our image, tarnish our reputation, right? But here you are with Jaguar with active warrants, and all of y'all shrugging y'all shoulders like y'all don't see them and don't want to pay attention to them. They're fake. They're not real. No, they are real. We watched her do the shit. So this is why I say, like, all of these weird standards that you guys keep having is kind of like, what's the point? You know, y'all picking and choosing y'all favorites based off of who y'all want, you know, y'all feelings and emotions telling y'all this. You know what I mean? If this was a black man doing the same thing Jaguar Wright was doing, all of y'all would be like, go turn yourself in. Go turn yourself in. Take care of that. Y'all wouldn't donate $1 to him. Y'all stop supporting him, right? But here you are, Jaguar, where you see her doing outrageous, outlandish stuff, snitching, right? Snitched on the barbershop, right? You see Wolf Coochie, he doing the same thing online, snitching online. I'm going to report your page. But then they make themselves seem like they the most gangster and the thoroughest and the loyalist, and they ain't getting in nobody else's way. Everybody is stepping on their toes and blah, 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 blah. Bull crap. Straight bull crap. And the fact that the internet just eats it up and allows them to continue foolish rhetoric, right? It's crazy to me. It's real crazy to me, because y'all are giving her the power to keep on doing the shit that she doing. This is why she grift online, come up with the most asinine stories, because y'all allow it. Y'all keep on allowing it by making her think that she's right. Why don't we just tell the truth and shame the devil? That's what we supposed to be doing right now. We supposed to tell the truth and shame the devil. You know? But here we are, you know, allowing these lies, bullshit, you know, fabricated stories to just keep going unchecked. All of her lies. She got on Piers Morgan and said that she was working with hundreds of victims. We ain't seen one. We ain't seen one victim that she was working with, right? She said she was working with excess amount of Jay-Z victims. We ain't seen none of them. Nobody questioned that, right? All the shit that she lied about, nobody's questioning. Now I got to question y'all. Why are y'all not questioning the things that she lied about? Why y'all not questioning it? Y'all really just out here just allowing the lies to fester. Don't want to question. Everybody scared to question Jaguar. Why? Why? Because she got Wolf Coochie with her? The big bad wolf? You all right? He not going to huff and puff and blow your house down. He not going to do that. You know, he's not capable of a huff or a puff or blowing nobody's house down. You see his neck. You know, you see the bulge in the side of his neck. That don't come with a huff and a puff and blow no house down. That might come with a my, what big teeth you have, you know? Y'all letting these people, I refuse to let these personas shape the direction of the future. I refuse to let them shape the direction of the future. It will be literally like, it doesn't even make sense to allow them to shape the direction of the future. You know, it wouldn't even make sense. There's no way. Like, we came a long way to, you know, have dignity, you know, to have a moral compass. Why would you allow these people to come in and snatch our morals away, snatch our principles away? These are principles that they're tearing down. How you carry yourself, how you conduct yourself with love, all of that stuff. They're taking all of that away. They want you to operate with wicked, evil, accept their lies, accept the reality that they're painting, push America into Armageddon, so on and so forth. That's what they want. They want a war. And then they're going to benefit from that war because they're going to slide out the back door while we're warring. It's just like Jaguar said, create a bunch of fires and then slide out. She tried it one time already when she started talking, when she showed her passport last December, when she said by spring she was going to be, you know, in the UK or London, wherever she said she was going to be, right? She was causing chaos, and then she was trying to slide out the back door. She set a bunch of fires all over the place, and then what she was trying to do, slide out the back door. And showing off, right, why she doing it. Show you her passport right on live. Ooh, look. Got a passport. Bunch of bullshit. Bunch of bullshit. This is why I say y'all got to pay attention to it. This is why I say y'all got to pay attention to it, because they think they're going to get away with it. They think they're going to get away with it. And then you got to ask, like, I know, like, they have some type of bureau that's looking at stuff like this. These scammers online, these grifters online, how are we protected? So I know they got groups looking at them. So you got to ask, what group is protecting them? Because I know that this should have been, this situation with Jaguar, her online, not supposed to be on YouTube, but using Villalobos Body's account as a way to sneak on YouTube and get currency and all. This should have been, Think about it. 2 years ago, she said an investigator was looking for her. 2 years ago, she said she was under an investigation. How? A federal investigation is only 6 months. They should have been locked her ass up. They should have been had the charges for all of this fraudulent scheming and nonprofit organizations that's not really nonprofit organizations, 501Cs that's not really 501Cs. They should have been, for real. Think about that. You got a fake 501C. You're teaching other people how to do fake 501Cs. How are they not hit off yet? How is Natanya Rubin not hit off yet? How? How are they still in operation? It's not making sense. They should have been hit off already. There's no possible way. They getting blue collar crimes. You know what I'm saying? You talking about money. You talking about a paper trail. You talking about people manipulating funds, so on and so forth. Fraudulent schemes. You know, collecting people's emails address. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Using an electronic device, you know, for fraudulent schemes. And that's not even including the soliciting that's going on, the trafficking that's going on. If you on here selling cootie cat, then you're using a device to sell cootie cat. That's a man act right there. You should be hit with the man act. If you transporting girls from place to place, you got big homie CC extracting girls. The police don't know nothing about this. Why the authorities don't know nothing about y'all picking up girls and taking them from state to state and all of this shit? How y'all just saying this on YouTube and ain't no law getting involved? Y'all got to make this shit make sense. How y'all saying this on YouTube, but ain't no laws getting involved? How? This shouldn't be possible. You know? There's no possible way you can just go extract people. That's kidnapping. You taking people from state to state, that's called kidnapping. Ain't no, oh, we had an extraction. We had to go get them and move them. What? That's like protecting your interests. You're pimps. International, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't care, state to state. You're pimps. But y'all don't see it as a crime. And look at this. Villalobos. Right? This is why I say you gotta pay attention to these characters. This is Villalobos for you right here. Villalobos body. Wolfgang Amadeus, right? This the shit he doing. Wolf Ticks with Wolfgang Amadeus, right? Hosted by the charismatic, outspoken Wolfgang Amadeus, right? This the radio shit that they trying to put together. Fake podcast where he take her recordings and then sell them over here. I wonder if Jaguar know that he's selling, you know, the recordings of her over here. You know what I mean? This is how you know what I'm saying? He was more so building his image around Jaguar. All the stuff that he was building off of Jaguar, he was going to build his name off of her back. See, the wife wouldn't let him do that shit. The wife didn't let him do it. Her name was on everything. You seen her taking pictures. The most he had was pictures at Busta Rhymes concerts and shit like that. That shit she probably set up for him so he can get the hell out of her face. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The LinkedIn, the podcast. Come on, Wolf Coochie. Talk about it. Talk about it. You know? You've been trying to get your name out there. Look, this book don't this say by Villalobos body. Look, Arthur, right? The editor is Maxine Thompson, whatever. Look, Villalobos body, right? The encounter with Madonna Stalker. You've been trying to get your name out there, Wolf. You've been some type of, you know what I'm saying? You've been doing this. This ain't new to you. You've been scamming. You've been trying to, this is why, you know, you wanted to sit down You know, this is November 2012. So you been a nobody. You been a nobody just trying to get emails talking about you, Wolf Coochie Technologies. Nick, you was not no technician. You was not no technician. You was a radio voice. Whatever you wanted to call yourself. Technician, no, you was not. Huh? Here we go. Look. Jaguar Wright Uncensored. By who? Villalobos Body. Huh? Brace yourself for Jaguar Wright Uncensored, a podcast where unfiltered truths collide with explosive storytelling. Jaguar never holds back, whether she's laying bare the darkest industry secrets, exposing hidden agendas, or blowing off steam in a full jag out mode. Right? This is what they're doing. Scams, gimmicks, scams and gimmicks, scams and gimmicks. Look, all these episodes, October, December, September, all these episodes, Jaguar Uncensored, huh? Fraudulent schemes, scheming it up, multiple platforms scheming it up. And then they got a nerve to say something about me being on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. But here they are, LinkedIn, Amazon. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All these places got theyself out there. Old Villalobos Body got himself out there trying to look like he an author, a producer, a writer, a DJ, just like Jaguar. Jaguar out here playing villain, victim, all these other. Come on. Y'all see it, but y'all don't want to speak on it. You know what I mean? Y'all see it, but nobody wants to speak on it. Everybody want to act like they don't want to speak on it, right? Why y'all want to speak? Why y'all don't want to speak on these fraudulent ass people? Look at this. Villalobos Body is known for Hollywood Blues, Love for Keeps, right? And Jet Set. This is the stuff that he wrote as an author, right? He got himself as a producer, a writer, and a director. This is y'all Wolf Coochie. This is y'all Wolf Coochie out here perpetrating as a producer, a writer, and a director. Huh? Set in the West. This is where his name came from. Set in the West. A History of LA. That was 2026. I mean, that was 2016. Nigga, you is a nobody. You is trying to be somebody. You the Jet Set came out 2013. All of this stuff you produced ain't go nowhere. Now you out here presenting Jaguar Wright presents Defending Your Freedom. This is the newest one right here as a producer, right? A TV miniseries. You see what I'm saying? This the bullshit that they trying to pull on people. Wool over the eyes, mustard over the hot dog, right? Starring Jaguar Wright and the Maury Harley, whoever this person is, right? Exposes abuse and betrayal, try to use somebody else's story. Look at this. This is why people don't want to work with Jaguar. This is why people don't want to work with them. Look at this shit. Look what she did. She put this person in here. Why you put this person in here? Did this person agree to this? No. Her picture not up in here. Huh? Damn, that's fucked up. Y'all just gonna take her story and put that shit all on IMDb, whatever the fuck this is. Damn. This is not your story. You taking somebody else's story again, making yourself a star in somebody else's story. Bullshit. Straight bullshit. Jaguar Wright was born 17th May, 77, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, U.S. She is an actor and a composer. No, you not no actor. Known for Underground Kings, The Best Man, and Brown Sugar. Jaguar did not play in The Best Man. What the fuck? Jaguar did not play in The Best Man. This is bullshit. She should go to jail for this alone. They said she played in The Best Man. Look, Jaguar Wright. Look, she is an actress and composer known for The Best Man and Brown Sugar. Jaguar did not play in Brown Sugar. This is bullshit. She didn't compose nothing in here. So they should sue her for this. They should sue Villalobos. Jaguar gonna say she didn't know nothing about this. You know she gonna say I ain't know nothing about none of that. I didn't know nothing about that. See, this is why they don't like me digging into them. This is why they don't like me digging into them. Because they lie. They freaking lie so much. They just lie for no reason. Look at this person. This person was added, and they don't even got her in here as nothing. Hadley. But somebody edited Jaguar shit and made it seem like Jaguar was in these movies. They made it seem like Jaguar was in these movies. That's crazy. Is that not crazy? Jaguar played in The Best Man. She ain't even on The Best Man soundtrack. It doesn't matter if anybody can do it. It's the fact that this is in there right now. Like somebody did it. Somebody put these books out there. I'm not putting no books out by Villalobos Body, right? So this has to be Villalobos Body doing this. I'm not putting no books out. This ain't my book. I don't need to lie on these people credentials. But the person who put this book out would need to lie. They creating these, fake images. Why? Because people overseas don't know. The people overseas that look at these accounts, the people in other countries that look at this stuff, you know what I'm saying? They don't know that these people not, you know what I'm saying? They don't know that they really not in these movies and in this, writers and all of this stuff. They creating a whole fake image for themselves as, to portray. You know what I mean? This is how you go and create a whole fraudulent representation of yourself. You know what I mean? And he's saying he's a writer, producer, all of this shit. Right? He's saying he wrote this. A romantic comedy with the elements of acting, so on and so forth, right? But it tells you who the director is. It tells you who the writer is, right? But Villalobos got this jet set under his name as if he did it, right? Madonna's stalker. Now, this got his name written all over it. You see? Writer, Villalobos body. Director, Villalobos body, right? But the other shit, like Jet Set, that ain't his. You know what I mean? He just added that shit. This one, it just say, see company contact information, see writer, see producer, see. He ain't even finished putting the information in for this one. You know, that shit came out, Hollywood Blues. Huh? This y'all big bad wolf? Get the fuck out of here. You're not even scary. You're not even scary. Ain't that what Kelly Rowland said on Jason, Freddie vs. Jason? You're not even scary. You're not even scary. Come on, man. Look at this fraudulent ass shit that you doing, bro. Use a fraud. Use a fake. Use a fan. You know what I'm saying? You are not real, bro. Stop. You out here pump faking like somebody's supposed to be scared of you, like you the realest thing out here. Like you out here. Cut it out, Villalobos. Cut it out. All right? You should have went back to your wife when you had the chance. You know? You should have went back to your wife when you had the chance. But you settled for this. Look what you settled for. Damn. That what you settled for, my boy. Yikes. Get your ass out of here, bro. You out here making all the wrong choices. Huh? Look what you left. You left that. You left that and settled for a Jaguar. Cut it the fuck. You is not smart. You not smart. She had everything. She had black excellence going for her. She was in all the right spaces. She was building in all the right communities. She was putting together all the right everything. You think you can get you think you gonna go get Jaguar and then try to make Jaguar and give Jaguar all the ideas that your wife came out with. That's how you know he not smart. He taking the ideas that his wife, that he done sat down and his wife done told him all her dreams, all the things, and then he goes and try to do that same shit with a Jaguar. Get your ass out of here. Everything you do gonna crumble. She on your ass like anime. Until you do right by me, everything you do gonna crumble. Yeah. Got your ass hook, line, and stinker. You out here pumping like somebody's supposed to be scared of you. Somebody supposed to be worried about you. No, my boy. No, my boy. Don't ever come over in my comment section and try to make it seem like you somebody that can pose a threat over here. Cut it out. Cut it out. You left this and you got with a Jaguar. Huh? They got to have dirt on you. You had to be out there messing with some men or something. Jaguar got a video you messing with a guy or something. She got to be blackmailing you to stay with her. You know what I'm saying? She had to catch you hanging out with the freaks, hanging out with the project ladies and the ghetto freaks. How you gonna talk back about my family? She decided she don't want you no more. Huh? She decided she don't want you no more. Can't look at you the same. And you ended up with a Jaguar Wright. Damn, no wonder why you got erectile dysfunction. Jaguar take her clothes off. You heard what her son said. Her son said he was sick inside when he seen his mama naked. He said he was disgusted on the inside when he seen Jaguar naked. And you got to try to get aroused to that. Every day. Every day you got to pretend like that's sexy. Same black bra every day, and every day you got to pretend like you're not taking off the same black bra every day. You probably don't even take it off no more. You probably just let her take it off herself. Probably don't even give a fuck about the whole, foreplay or the build up or nothing. Just go ahead, Walrus. Just drop it. Drop it, Walrus. Huh? And you got to get aroused to that. No wonder why you sitting there on your phone looking at guy on guy shit. That's a recommendation. You know what I'm saying? Gerald said that's a recommendation for Jaguar. He say if you don't do that, she not getting with you if you can't watch guy on guy stuff. That's what made him disturbed, because she made him watch the guy on guy stuff. Fucked his whole mental up. Don't make me pull out the Instagram messages, because I got some Instagram messages from Gerald. Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah. Pop up. Y'all welcome to come over here, Jaguar, Wolf, Coochie. Welcome to come over here and speak your piece on this, because I think y'all fake. Yeah, I think y'all just straight fraudulent. Whole scheme, whole scam, whole gimmick. You know what I mean? Huh? You left beauty and got with duty. And she wear a diaper. Jaguar wear a diaper for long trips. Can you imagine that smell? Huh? I guess it depends. I guess it all depends, don't it? Huh, my boy? Wolf Coochie, do you remember this moment? Huh? Do you remember this moment? Don't you wish you can go back? The good old days. The good old days. Huh, Wolf? Y'all thought y'all was going to scare somebody. You thought you was going to pop up over here yesterday and scare somebody. Is you serious, my boy? Huh? Is you serious, my boy? Huh? Look what you left, Wolf. Look what you left. Huh? Got your ass out here like R. Kelly. Huh? When a woman's fed up, no matter how you beg, it ain't nothing you can do about it. It's like running out of love. Running out of love. Tell him, Wolf. And it's too late to talk about it. Oh, let's talk about how it all went down. I used to make love to you daily, till the nights felt the same. And any time that you were hurt, I can feel your pain. You ain't even eating meals like this no more. Huh? Jaguar got your ass at the Chinese buffet pretending like shrimp is male appendages, and y'all fighting over who gonna eat it. That is terrible. That is terrible. Huh? You ain't got this lovely. Look at the cheesecake with the strawberry. You see the strawberry cheesecake right there? You ain't got that no more. Y'all ain't eating like that no more. Y'all ain't doing y'all when y'all go out on y'all dinner dates, y'all gotta go to Chinese restaurants. Can't even go to nice places no more. Too scared somebody gonna recognize y'all and turn y'all asses in. Y'all gotta find the darkest Chinese restaurant and find a corner of that mother sucker. Huh? You out here with Jaguar Wright trying to act like y'all Bonnie and Clyde. I don't care if you want to run, as long as you next to me. Touche, touche. Get your asses out of here. Huh? Over here. I don't care if you want to run. Out here with Jaguar Wright. Running. Scared as hell. Can't even look at the settings. Got to keep on walking out there, them Arizona deserts and shit, trying to hide. dropping her off at the truck stop. I wonder if y'all still making the truck stop. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you're doing. You're taking her out there to the truck stop, making money, doing the funny bunny stuff. Probably got a little organization going on. Y'all ain't really making no money online. You might as well say your YouTube page is signed to a 360 deal, my boy. You might as well say your YouTube page is on a 360 deal, my boy. Because, see, y'all got to pay for those numbers. That's why your numbers only spike around the time that y'all got that money coming in, the 21st or something like that. That's when you see like number spikes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, y'all ain't got that shit coming in. So y'all got money, y'all got more money coming out than y'all got going in. Yeah. Y'all got more money going out y'all pocket than y'all got going in y'all pocket. And y'all trying to figure out how y'all can keep on scraping and scratching, the Patreon. Make sure you tell them. All y'all gonna do is come up with a whole new page. Y'all, that's the only thing. The next move, mark my word, the next move that they gonna come up with is they're gonna make it seem like somebody's attacking their page because taxes is here. Listen to me. Taxes are here. And IRS want their money. You know what I'm saying? So what they're going to do is they're going to make it seem like their page is getting like lost. Like, oh, they're trying to take the page away from us. Da 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 da. Y'all go follow this page. Make sure y'all go follow this page because they're going to take this page. Blah 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 blah. And that's the only next move. Why? Because you got to hide that money. You got to hide that money. You ain't paying back the taxes, so you got to hide that money. Same thing with your Cash App. Oh, they corrupted the Cash App. Don't send money to that Cash App no more. Send money to this Cash App, that Cash. That's what y'all got to do because y'all got to keep the scam going. So y'all got to lose the page, make a new page, make a new Patreon, everything that's linked to the paper trail because they're going to follow that paper trail and book your ass. They're going to follow that paper trail and book your ass. See, and what y'all don't realize is Jaguar Wright, as soon as shit start hitting the fan, watch. She gonna try to make it seem like she trying to clean up her act and turn herself in and go face the 2 charges that she got as opposed to the shit that she accumulating. You get what I'm saying? That's how she gonna do it. When the shit hit the fan, I'm about to go sit down for 6 months, go turn myself in. I'll be back, whatever it is, mental, because they're gonna give her that 730, put her ass in a mental place. You know what I'm saying? So that's how Jaguar gonna play it. She gonna be out long enough to keep bullshit going, keep money coming, but she trying to, and then what she gotta do? She gotta get the collective to pay for that. So she gotta tell people like, I'm about to turn myself in. We gotta put the money together. I don't know how long it's gonna be, so on and so forth. But I really need to get this off my back. I really need to stop ducking this. I can't really, grow like I want to, and with this burden on me, so on and so forth. Watch, because she gonna realize you can't make the guest of a guest appearance anywhere. You too paranoid to make a guest appearance anywhere. It's only so much that they gonna do for you, not popping up on the couch. You think they want to keep on doing these over the internet interviews with your ass? Huh? No. People pay you to show up in person, guest appearance type shit. That's where the real money at. You can't even hold an event right now. I know you want to put together some type of concerts, do your 1-2 step and your shin and the bobs, huh? I know you do, but you can't. You can't. You too scared. So you can't do nothing. You out here in between a rock and a hard place. You can't really make a move. You can't make no shows like you want to. You can't do no guest appearance. You can't pop up at nobody's bar mitzvah. No sweet 16s. None of that. Paranoid got your ass in a huckabuck. Not only that, cigarettes and all of the other stuff that you're doing. You ain't gonna be on the stage doing too much. Can you imagine you trying to get in and out of wardrobe in the middle of a show? You would fall over. Stop playing. Go ahead and pass that torch. Get out there and look for the youth. Find these young people out there that's, that got an image for themselves. Go ahead, past that. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead. You was not out here ready for no tour, huh? And Miss Loretta, I'm ready for the rest of the tour, huh? Hey, Miss Loretta, I'm ready for the rest of the tour. You is not out here touring, Jaguar. You can't do it. Can you imagine Jaguar sleeping on a tour bus, going to state, trying to make what? Hell nah. It ain't in you. You ain't even ready for a virtual tour. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even ready for, you can't even sit online and do a virtual tour. See, you mad because Ali Carter had the right idea. When she was telling everybody to stay online all Saturday, so on and so forth, she had the right idea. You mad that it wasn't your idea, that it ain't bring that amount of numbers to your page, that you can't do a 24-hour live. See, that's where the money at. When you able to get a 24-hour live, it's why haven't Woof Coochie told Jaguar to get back on TikTok for the gifts and stuff like that? Why he haven't got her back over there? Because they focused on the wrong shit. Too much street shit. Not enough smart shit going on over there. You know what I mean? You got a cash cow right there. You got a cash cow right there. Y'all shouldn't even have to leave the house. Jaguar, 2 hours on YouTube. Take a break. Now I need you 2 hours on TikTok. Take a break. Now I'm going to do Instagram and Facebook at the same time. I'm going to do TikTok and YouTube at the same time, right? I need you on all three of these platforms at the same time for 4 hours a day, right? Where's the management going on over there? Y'all managing to do dumb shit. Get her high and let her sleep all day. That's what you doing over there. Get her high, let her sleep all day. By the time she get up, it's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. You got all the damn lights off. And she's sitting there talking dumb. Come on, man. Come on, Will Coochie. You got to be a better management than this. Come on, you fucking out, my boy. All y'all do is tell stories online. How you not sitting there recording her 2 hours here in a conversation? Because you don't know the questions to ask. Jaguar needs somebody around her that's bouncing conversation off of her. Not no damn Woof Coochie that's talking about something. Yup. Yup. Soon as she say something about somebody, ho ass. That's all you in the background doing. You like Busta Rhymes hype man. Yup. Yup. You ain't adding nothing to the table. Even when you go live, you can't hold conversation. Your vocabulary is not adequate for this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's your vocabulary is not there, Wolf. Just face it, bro. And don't nobody want to see you stare at the damn camera and twist your damn hair up. Nobody want to watch you twisting your damn hair. So what are you bringing to the table? Your technician skills is terrible because you don't have her on multiple platforms already. Jaguar should have her own Twitch show right now. What the fuck is you doing? Even Blueface got out and ended up with Twitch. Why you not moving her fans over to Twitch? Why you don't got a room set up for her already with a PC in it, with a computer in it? How y'all didn't spend $1,600 on a computer yet? Make it make sense. She should have about 2 screens in front of her. Talking shit. All you doing is telling stories all day. You ain't advancing her nowhere. You ain't advancing her nowhere, bro. So make it make sense that you sitting there in 6 months. In 6 months, y'all should have already took over the internet. Why? Because people are interested in the dumb shit Jaguar is saying. Why? Because it's entertaining. They know the players that's involved, and they like to hear her make up stories with people that they feel like they know, people music who they listen to, so on and so forth. All you got to do is just put her in front of the camera and just have her say a bunch of dumb shit and then just chop that shit up and post it. Those are viral hits right there. Y'all could be getting that money on TikTok right now. Getting a check on the 15th and getting a check on the 21st. Why y'all not getting money if y'all say y'all about getting money? Digital currency is the best type of currency right now, Wolf Coochie. But you got her on Instagram scraping for little pennies. Got her on YouTube scraping for little pennies. But you ain't pushing her other places because you don't know other places. You don't know the internet. You are not a fucking technician. You are not a technician. Y'all should have been put together a wave of people that was going to every platform with her, following her around. Where's your entourage at? It can't just be you and Jaguar forever, dumbass. Why y'all not building around yourself? Why y'all not building the right people? Why y'all not putting together the right table? Where's Voltron? Huh? You better tell Jaguar to get her lying no ass out there and Thundercats. Ho! You know what I'm saying? You got to put the team back together. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work with the players that you got. You got Stuttering Stanley over there. You got old boy. Y'all got all weirdos over there. Y'all gonna have to bring some intellectual people to the table. I'm sorry to tell y'all. I know, Jaguar, I know you want to be the smartest person at the table, Jaguar, but you ain't gonna make it unless you start opening the door for actual intellectual people to help you. Huh? Right now, you trying to run the world with a fistful of dummies. Get your ass out of here. You is not about to take over no hip hop with a fistful of dummies. Huh? Out here with Wolf Coochie, Ronnie Slow, and you thought that you had a suitable squad that was going to make some major moves. Shut up. Ronnie Slow so deep in his damn feelings. Soon as he get a chance to argue with the lawyer, he start arguing with the lawyer on live. And I told you when I was locked up doing all those programs, I wasn't going to do them when I got out. And the lawyer on the phone, yes, but you really do need the help. I don't care if I need the help. I take the perk 30s like they tell me to. What? Hold up. You're what? Hold on. And nobody caught that? Nobody said nothing? Huh? Like y'all don't know what that is. Like that ain't a mental thing. Let that man sit there and do that. And then what Jaguar do? Then he played the Jaguar role. Now it's the KKK after him. And now this is happening. And now they trying to set him up. And now they got people calling his phone. And now they got people watching him. That's the games that they play on people's lives. You know? Learn you so they can burn you. Act like they know what's going on in your life before you know what's going on in your life. You know? I would have been clipping up so much shit already. He's slow. Like they slow. That's why Jaguar is not going to go nowhere, because she's not willing to deal with somebody that challenges her. You know what I'm saying? You willing to deal with these yes men and people who just are just slow and can't think past go. So the most they gonna do, you know, is try to say, well, we could just take over Mediterranean and Boardwalk. That's as far as their mind's going. Mediterranean and Boardwalk. That's it. Shoot, if I get Mediterranean and Boardwalk, I'll win the game. Every time you pass go, you're gonna have to land on either Mediterranean or Boardwalk. Shut up. That is $200 to $400 tops. You was not about to win the game like that. But that's the people she got around her. that's just settling for Mediterranean and boardwalk. We all know what Mediterranean and boardwalk is on the Monopoly board. That's the crack houses. You ain't getting no money for that. They don't even want Park Place. They don't want, you know what I'm saying? They don't want North Carolina. They don't want that. Oh man, that's too much work, man. I gotta go all the way around the board and then come. Like, man, no, I'll just take these two. That's the type of lazy we dealing with. This is why you don't see no new music coming out of her. This is why you don't see no new production coming out of him. This is why they got the same 1993 beats. Keep on trying to make the shit is not coming back yet. It's not retro. Unless you can sell one of your beats to NBA Youngboy and he start playing that shit, that's the only way you gonna get a blast from the past. You know what I'm saying? Stop making it seem like that old ass shit is coming back. That's why you didn't make it the first time, Jaguar. Because you wanted to be a rapper. They told you that you was a good singer. You wanted to be a rapper. And then when rap did take off for women, you know, later on, then you got jealous of all the ones that it did take off for. So why you ain't just get in touch with Smack? They could have put you the face of the battle rap setting. You know what I'm saying? You could have been going against all the battle rappers. It could have been you and Cassidy. You know what I'm saying? From Philly. You team up with Cassidy. You know what I'm saying? Go battle a couple of rappers. You know what I'm saying? Go do that. You could have took off. I could see you as a rap battler, especially with the black bra. You know, I could see you out there with Smack DVD and, you know, smacking them. Philly edition. Now you can't go back home. They don't even like you in Philly no more, Jaguar. And I promise you, Jaguar, it can get real bad on YouTube. It can get real bad because, you know, you an informant. That's how you was able to take down the Nature Boy. That's why they put you on the Nature Boy situation. So you can go and tell on them. That's why they all got locked up after you got involved. You notice that? Huh? And not only that, Jaguar, we can go back to history about some people that you done told on. Huh? We can go back in history about some people that you told on. That's why you're not in certain places no more. That's why you're not in Atlanta no more. That's why you're not in Philly no more. That's why you're not in Dallas no more. You know? And then whatever you got going on in Milwaukee, I'm pretty sure you got some people up there that you told on in Milwaukee. You know? See, what you don't know, Jaguar, is that so many people is ready to hand you your truth. So many people is ready to hand you your truth, Jaguar. When I was over on TikTok, you know, so many people was trying to get in touch with me so they can hand you your truth. You know, I was ducking them. You know, I was ducking them. I was like, damn. Because there was so many of them. You know, so many of them. Now, you're going to have to deal with that. You know, I know you block people fast when they come to your page and try to tell you stuff. I know that's why y'all blocking all the people that's trying to, you know, expose Jaguar. Everybody that's trying to, you know, put the truth out there about Jaguar, y'all blocking them. You know, when they tell you that she stole money and she did this, y'all blocking them. I mean, we can go all the way back to Facebook scams, 2012 Facebook scams, Jaguar. You know, we can go back to the Facebook scams. Your messenger tell it all. How many people you done met on Facebook and flim-flammed? Or burnt? See, one thing for sure, two things for certain. I'm not a lazy person. I'm not a lazy person. So I will take the time to look up shit. You know what I mean? I will take the time to look up stuff. I will take the time to dig into stuff. I will take the time to go back however much to expose whatever. The truth got to be heard. Y'all sitting over here believing in these fraudulent lies that these personas is out here selling. These are characters that they are creating online. That's the first thing they're going to tell the police. That's the first thing they're going to tell anybody. That they're, this is an online thing. This is an online thing. They're mad at me for a character that I play online, for a role that I play online. Da 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 da. That's the first thing. That's how they're going to get away with everything. That's how Jaguar going to get away with everything if it's beef. And then she going to play the victim. Oh, they're attacking me. They're after me because of online and Come on. Come on. Come on. Y'all see it. Y'all trying to act like y'all don't see it. And let me ask y'all this. Just because they put these people out there as fake images, don't mean you can't see the truth in it all. It don't mean you can't see the truth. You see the truth in all of this. You see what these people are really about. You got to look at the things that they talk about that actually excite them. You know what I mean? That's why they always got the double cup, always drinking, so on and so forth. How y'all really taking the word of addicts and alcoholics? They sit online all day and this is what they do. And then y'all really say, you know what I mean? Y'all really make it seem like these people, are real. Like, these people are not real. Listen to me. They are not real. This shit is a gimmick, Even when you go back and you look at the episode of Jaguar when she was supposed to be confronting Shane about that racist shit, right? When she was supposed to be confronting him about the racist stuff, right? Look at what happened. He used his kid as a shield, right? Put his kid on the show. He knows he's about to be confronted for some racist stuff, right? He put his kid on the show to soften it, right? That's the same thing Christian Rock do. What happened every time Christian Rock get in trouble and the public got to ask some questions? She put her son on there, right? Ron did the same thing, or Ronnie Yum Yum, whatever his name is, did the same thing, put his kid on there, right? This is what they do. This is what they do. This is not nothing new, the shit that they do. They were supposed to be confronting him about, the racist stuff that's going on, how they're using the black community and the stuff that's going on in the black community, so on and so forth. And they deflected. And y'all telling me that these is the honest people? These are honest people? No, man. These people is playing in our face. Playing in our face. Playing. Remember that day. I want y'all to remember that day, because that's the day that Woof Coochie put this shit up on the screen. Why his son was there. This the shit he put up on the screen. That's how you know there's no boundaries with these people. This is how you know that they're comfortable with kids seeing adults naked. This is what they're making comfortable. Remember, the Nature Boy camp was walking around. They was doing interviews saying how they would fornicate in front of their kids. Naked, all of that shit. Y'all remember the Nature Boy camp. Jaguar was a part of that camp for a while. She was a part of that camp for a while. She learned the shit. And let's not get to Dr. Umar's son. You want to talk about her connections with with a Dr. Umar's son? There's a lot of connections that Jaguar got to cult-like behavior. What's going on with you? Oh yeah, all of that Arctic storms that's coming.
Right.
See, I said this last year that people wasn't going to be prepared for, 2026, storms and 2026 the weather's. I said it last year. I was telling people like, listen, I'm telling you, it's going to get bad. Like this, like the pipes under the ground, and you know what I mean. Like, but okay.
Is it storming out where you at?
Yeah. I'm in Ohio. It's getting bad. They say the next couple of days we're supposed to get 10 inches tomorrow. I don't know. Hopefully not. I'm as ready can be. How ready can you be for it? I think the inner cities, I don't think they're going to be ready for the power outages that might take place. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. They say it's the next 2 weeks is going to be one for the record books.
It's supposed to be ice for 2 weeks.
Well, it's supposed to be, the temperatures are supposed to be below zero, damn near below zero. The school, contact us and was like, the next 2 weeks we might be off school because the temperatures drop so low. They're not going to bring them kids in that school under 0 degrees.
Oh, dang, I heard that. 0 degree weather. I don't think I'll move to Ohio. It's cold as heck.
Right.
I think you're right on Jaguar. She'd be interested or really be like into the storytelling when it got to deal with children.
Yeah. That's why I say you got to look at the things that they get excited about. You know what I mean? Like you go back to Jaguars and the shit that was coming out about her 2 years ago, about her doing stuff with kids by a tree and so on and so forth. And all the stuff that she was, it's some dark shit around her. And I don't care what y'all say. I don't care if y'all are okay with the sacrifices that she keeps making, and selling our kids and got fake CPS going to people's houses and, link with the mosque. I don't care. I don't care if y'all think that's a good thing. I think we need to expose as many people like that as possible so they know that we not having it, that we really care about our kids. The problem is
with that CPS stuff. Talking about what kind of mother? If you ain't never been around me, how would you know how my parents and like? But like, she threatened me with CPS. Like if I wouldn't shut up talking.
Of course, that's the first thing she said. In my chat when she came over there, that was the first thing she said in there. And then when I confronted her on the panel, she tried to make it seem like it was a fake Jaguar effect account. I said, nah, cut it out.
She gonna AI her way to the top. That's AI.
Everybody ain't running around trying to pretend. Jaguar is out there pretending to be herself with other accounts. That's the thing. She's got like 5 or 6 accounts that she, cipher around on. You know what I mean? But that's why the emails come in like that. If you ever get a strike from her, like the emails are coming. I think she's got a Natalie Nunn email that she used. First time I got struck by Jaguar Wright, that shit was from a Natalie Nunn. I said, what?
Natalie watching. Natalie probably is watching because she's part of it. That's why they're baddies. Like the baddies of big.
Hell no, Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright stole her damn email name. That's what she did. Try to make an email name of these people because that's what she's sitting around watching. Baddies. That's what she's sitting around trying to be. Remember, her mom said they said that all she did was stay on YouTube all day. You know what I mean? She just stayed on YouTube, watching different people YouTube, going through YouTube. You know what I mean? So That's all she do, because she's got to gather the information in order for her to keep her lies going, keep the bullshit going. She's got to stay relevant with what's going on. So if something happened with academic, she's got to try to, hear it first. If something happened with whoever, she's got to try to hear it first so she can implement herself in the story.
Yeah. She tried to say I was doing that, talking about she got all her information from watching YouTube. No, I watched you sit on that blue couch and tell stories when you was there and you was a tormentor. I watched her sit on the couch and tell a real story, but she made it seem like I was walking people out. And the fact where she was torturing, and at the end, when some of the victims got away, then I helped y'all. But she tied into that. I got pictures of them mafia people, the Russian people that she supposed to be tied in. I got all type of stuff. I didn't post all that. Well, when I started posting pictures of, before they start talking about the undercover cop that was gonna get charged and stuff, before they started bringing Drewski, I had post pictures of everybody. And some other victims told me to take it, like to delete it off of my YouTube. I think I put it back up, like it's like on my short. And I was like, do anybody know these people? And those are the people Jaguar hang around with. Crackhead looking ass motherfuckers.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, when it starts to unravel and the stories start coming out about her involvement, you know what I mean? About, her being a handler, her, like literally, like, there's groups of kids that are grown now that are trying to speak out on some shit. Groups of them. And that's why I've been said, Jaguar is not out on the internet trying to help victims. She's out on the internet trying to clean up. She's trying to clean it up because she's got to get, all the ones who got away, who's, you know what I mean? She's got to get them back. She's got to get a hold of them and scare them and make them not talk. There was a lot of stuff that went down, when Diddy got locked up, a lot of funds that got shorted. So a lot of people just got let go. A lot of these buildings that he occupying with some of these women and so on and so forth. The traffic rings, a lot of people is, you know what I mean? They're not scared no more. So they knew once Diddy got locked up, a lot more people was going to have, gain a little bit of strength to speak out. And Jaguar's job was to get out there and get a hold of it, get out in front of this. And she did a good job. That's why they gave her that damn award. Everybody's like, what's she getting an award for? Because she got out in front of this. She helped confuse the whole Epstein shit. She helped misdirect. She helped deflect. They didn't think it could be done.
They talking about me and the kids, but all the grown motherfuckers, they was even doing it to white kids. They fucking, and it's out in the Epstein, everything I was saying before the Epstein files and stuff came out, I was like, they were eating people and they were having sex with these kids.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with your language. That you on TikTok.
Oh, so what I'm gonna say, they was raping kids, and they were.
I mean, just say they was doing a lot of stuff. Let's just say they was doing a lot of stuff.
They were doing a lot of stuff to these kids, and everything got freaking said. All that's in the Epstein files. Jaguar was the taxi driver. She was driving people back and forth. And I stand on that. And that's on my life. So
the part where Jaguar is the driver, with the Jane Does, is that like more so accurate to her? Because remember, at one point she was selling some type of cream that she was rubbing on people and all of that stuff. Ain't no telling what that was, what that had in it, especially after that whole baby oil Diddy stuff came out. Maybe she was creating her own type of, ointment that'll seep into people's skin. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was infusing that cream with something.
Yeah, it was. It really was. Whatever that greasy stuff was that they put on doorknobs, I was like, who putting grease on my doorknobs? and you'll be fainting. Like you touch the grease or whatever they putting on the doorknob, and it just hits you instantly. And people think that's a lie, but that really happened. It really was happening.
I don't know. I think Jaguar got a lot of stuff, a lot of darkness, especially after I read, Goomba's, message to her where he was like, I just hope God forgive me. I said, damn, like, is it that deep? Like he's like said, he just hoped God forgive me for the things that he did when he was in a relationship with her. I said, what? He said the things that he saw and did. I said, man.
They be on that Diddy stuff, and you basically living like you ain't got no soul. Whatever they feel is right, they do it. When you know it's wrong, then you like, no, I shouldn't be doing that. They type the, oh yeah, we do this. We love to do this. We love to eat grapes. Just weird.
Yeah, Jaguar said it herself. She said if they knew the things that she did in her bedroom, she'll be in jail already.
Miss Miss Nipple Twister, call her Twister. Because she said that I know a mean nipple twist. She's evil.
Wait, didn't you eat the box?
That hairy, stinky, musty, nasty. Oh my God, I don't really relive it. It stunk.
But you did eat the box.
Yeah. It was hairy. It had balls on it.
Oh my goodness, my stomach hurt. It just did all types of turns. Oh. Oh.
Stink.
I can't even imagine. I can't even fathom it.
I was forced to do it.
I mean, I can understand like under certain circumstances.
It's so bad.
I can only imagine the things that, but I mean, you can laugh about it now, but that's just.
That was fucking torture, like throwing up, torture. Imagine somebody having on a pamper and then be like, do this.
Not straight out the pamper. Oh my God.
Well, stink.
Oh, nasty.
Wolf market.
That is terrible.
That's what my homegirl was like. When if you're writing a book, you shouldn't be on what you call telling everything. But I'm a snitch about every guy. Oh my God. That just be making me sick because sometimes I tune out. Like I know how I did. I'm DID real bad. I dissociate real bad. I said real bad. That's what they diagnosed me with.
Yeah, that's the man. You got the music all loud. How you? Oh, that's the phone ring. That's his ringtone.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm playing music. It's my little cousin.
Yeah. But I don't know. That's why I say like that story. If you tell that story, man, listen, it's gonna sell.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was saying.
I don't know what else celebrities might be involved, but just ill. Jaguar. Oh my god, that lets you know she demonic, man. That Jaguar is the demonic that her son said it. And that's why her son said it so serious. Like, and they don't care. They can become she, whatever they need to be to get that sacred energy. Like whatever they need to be to get that sacred energy, they're gonna be. That's why he said that.
They get it from your when they doing that like bidding, they get the energy from the sacred energy from that pain and that power from your I don't know what to call it, your buttocks, your butt.
Well, that's just to enter. That's just to put the secretion inside you to enter a different. That's when they started manipulating a different portal. Like you got to understand, like these vessels, our bodies, it's portals. So you know, when you start to just talk about that, that's goes back to Enki and Enlil and, you know, semen demons. That's just something that's different. That's, you know, incubus, succubus, that's all of that stuff. That's a different portal that they created. It's like at one time the moon didn't exist in the sky, and then, you know, that goes back to Sodom and Gomorrah though. Yeah, that goes back to Sodom and Gomorrah. That's deeper than just what they doing in hip hop. That anal stuff is deeper than what people are actually giving it credit for. You know, is, you know, one operate. If that's why I say, like, those who don't remember, you know, Sodom and Gomorrah is because there's all of this stuff is. You might want to mute your mic if you are talking to somebody in the background. I'll mute it. There you go. I'll mute your mic for you. Because you just got a bunch of noise happening in your background, and I don't know what's going on, making it hard for me to record and get clips. I can't go back and get clips and you making a bunch of noise in the background. Come on, man. Act like you know how the internet works. Out here just all willy-nilly and shit. Like you don't know how the internet works. That's what I be saying, YouTube. You people want to operate on the internet and act like they don't know how the internet works. You're muted. I got you muted, so you got to unmute.
Okay. I'm here. I was talking to my little niece anyway.
I know we hear every stuff and every noise that's being heard, made, the water, the everything. We hear all of it. The smoke detector that keep going off, we hear all of it.
My smoke detector do beep. No, she threw up in the sink last night.
Yeah. See, we heard that too. We heard all of that already. You said it. Why would you throw up if we heard all of that already? We already heard that. That's the stuff we don't want to hear. You think I want to imagine or image throw? Ugh, see, that's what I'm saying. Oh man, that's why I be trying to. I be protecting my ears. So I swear, I be trying to protect my ears. I be trying to protect y'all ears too. Oh, deep breath. Okay. So yeah, all these people that they putting out there, like the big homie CCs, all of that stuff, these are people that they got, you know, informants. You know, when the time is up, they're gonna pull the carpet from up under them too. You know what I mean? Like all these different characters, 607 unks, you know, all these different people. These are people who already gave in to the dark side. They're out here with a false. See, this is what I'm saying right here, man. I gotta mute your mic because it's like soon as I get to talking, it's like you start making a bunch of noise in the back. It's like you're I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, come on. Like, why do I have to? If you are a person, then you should be on the other end with the same idea of courtesy of not wanting that noise to be pumping through the speakers or being heard. Like, why are you? Never mind. I'm not even going to ask the question because it's pointless for me to ask that question. But you can have control over your mic by muting it. When you're not talking, you can mute it when you're not talking. So that way all your noise in the background is not. I can't mute you when you're not talking because I don't know when you're about to talk or when you're not about to talk. So the only person that knows when you're about to talk is you. It's just a little mic control. That's all. Little mic control. But all the things that are about to get exposed, all the things that's happening, all of these people are personas that they put out there as fake images. You know, Jaguar, Wright, big homie CC, 607 even like Whack 100 trying to say like he's the exposers, like he's part of the exposers, right? That's fraudulent shit. You know what I mean? Because you playing nice, you playing coy, you're not really putting the truth out there. These people are not really exposing anything. And you go back to the beef that he had with big homie CC talking about you know, Busta Rhymes. You know what I mean? Like somebody said that you ain't been right ever since you ate that box. Damn. Damn. Yikes. You say what?
I said I haven't. It's sickening. It's sit back and think about it because I was like, I had to take a break because I really started accepting the things that happen. I know that the stuff that I say is off the wall and
I mean that it's
but it happened. And yeah, so that's another part of the healing process too. It's like, dang, you really did that.
It's a fact that, you know, by doing that, you might have, you know, transferred, you know, DNA. So you might have a little bit of her DNA inside of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the spaz out. I can see it.
The spaz out. The tweaker side. The tweaker side. That's why I keep tweaking. That's the Jag DNA.
Yeah. I'm little Jag trying to be like her.
Damn. Yikes. But that's how these entities work, you know, as a succubus. That's part of the transfer. That's part of the, you know, you know, that's part of that energy. That's what she say, creative energy, or, you know, is actually, you know, your chakra, I mean, not chakra, is actually your sacral chakra. What comes from your sacral chakra is secretion. And, you know, when you, whether you look at it from men's secretion or women's secretion, that is a hormonal energy that moves up and down your spinal cord. And they, you know, back in the day, you know, when you have coitus, you transfer that energy, you know. So ain't no telling what type of demonic energy she might have bestowed upon you, you know.
Be in church like that. That's why I go to church, how I go to church and how I pray, and I have to, even if it's a mind thing, but I believe if I have to use holy oil, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, put salt around me so I can feel safe and secure. But a person be knowing that stuff real. All the negative energy, all this stuff is real. The spiritual stuff you talk about is real.
Oh, I know it's real. That's why I speak on it. But I be trying to get other people to understand how these I don't like saying demonic energies, even though it is demonic, but since they put the taboo on the term demonic, every time you say demonic, it make it seem like it shouldn't be something that's a part of us. But, you know, demons, you know, these demons are infused with our DNA. It's just all about controlling the demons inside the vessel. Some vessels might not come with as many, you know, demonic entities, you know, but some vessels, they fed their demonic entities by feeding their house of ego. So when you got people in their pride, in their ego, like you see in this world right now, this is the demonic version of their selves, of ourselves. These people are operating in the demonic version of ourselves. And you got to think duality plays both parts. So if you can see the operation of the demonic version, why can't y'all see the operation of the angelic versions of ourselves? Why don't y'all see the angels of us? But y'all can always see the demons of us. You know? If if demons are jumping in and out of our flesh, making us do demonic shit, then the angels too should be able to jump in and out of our flesh, making us do angelic stuff, or giving us the ability to point out these demons, recognize these demons. I know the angels of me, you know, they have given me the ability to see them, you know, hear the lies that roll off of their tongue, the ways, and you know, these are like when you start realizing that it's entities inside the body, it don't matter what vessel that entity is operating in, you're going to see that entity in the operation of every vessel. You're going to notice it. Like, yeah, I know that low vibration entity. It's like depression. You'll see depression seep up on anybody if you recognize signs of depression, right? If you recognize signs of sadness, you can recognize it seeping up in people. That's the same thing with jealousy, anger, envy, all of those things. If you came across it and you're an analyzer, you should be able to recognize those rising up in other people. That's what I'm saying. And see, because people are operating at such a low vibration, if you look into like MK Ultra, some of these government conspiracies and stuff, they tell you that in order for them to even use these whatever, they have to bring you to a low vibrational frequency. That's how they use mind control. They bring you to a low vibrational frequency of yourself, where your conscious is at such a low vibration that you're willing to allow somebody else to take the wheel. It's like when you're in other situations, you're like, Jesus, grab the wheel. You know what I mean? But when your conscious is low and you ain't really, anybody grab that mug. You know what I'm saying? You get to a point where you just like, I don't even care who grab the wheel. Somebody grab the wheel. And them demons be like, gotcha. Say no more. I got you. Next thing you know, you wake up in jail, don't even know what's going on. What happened? Well, you didn't want to grab the wheel. That's how this vessel works. Think about it. People swear that they don't change. Make that make sense. You got people out here that swear that they the same all the time, lying to themselves. I'm me all the time. No, you're not. If that was the case, why you ain't falling for the same sucker shit that you fell for the last time you fell for some sucker shit? Because you're not you all the time. You fell for the sucker shit, you learned from it, and now somebody can't hit you with sucker shit again. That means you changed.
Yeah, you gotta know the energy, like you're saying. That's gonna mainly be in my book about how I read energy. But when you can read energy and you choose not to believe the energy you read, that's where you put yourself.
Don't put that in your book. Don't say that you read energy in your book. You should have never fell for half the shit. You should have never, if you read energy, you should have never ate that box. Energy would not do you wrong like that. Energy would not tell you to eat.
Compromising position, and you around people that you done seen somebody off somebody, you're gonna do what's going on. Just like the dude, he was talking about, well, why people saying, why did I do it? Why did I do that with Diddy? The publicist that was for Rihanna. When you're going through something, and you done got caught up in it, it's people around you with guns, and you stuff that you think that you would not do, you're gonna do it.
Nah, I would. I'm saying like, see, like I would have, you know, it's a different, you know, I would have tricked her, you know, I would have tricked her.
Go along with it in order to get out of that situation, to get away.
Nah, I get you. I get what you're saying. You know what I mean? You know, I don't know I don't know how severe the situation was, but I guess, you know, watching people, you know, seeing people go through some shit, and then, you know, that person telling you to do something, I guess, you know, hey, listen, I know they about to send me up this month. Let me go ahead and lick, suck, do. I get it. But what I'm saying, energy with it, energy Energy wouldn't have did you like that. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you, energy wouldn't did you. Like the energy, like like all the time I listen to, like sometimes I literally like one situation, like my brother, he was with his friend and they was throwing rocks at cars on one late night. You know what I'm saying? Something told me not to hang out with him, but I was like, man, I gotta keep my brother safe because I know he's gonna do some dumb shit, right? Whatever the case may be. And a car ended up swinging around the corner that he hit that they hit with a rock. You know, the car ended up swinging around the corner, jumping out, grabbing him. You know what I mean? And luckily, like my mom came around that corner in that same second that that they grabbed my brother, and she was like, those two right there belong to me. I'll deal with them. I don't care what you do with that one on the skates, but those two belong to me. And then when we got back to the house, my mom was asking me, like, you wasn't calling me? I was like, no. She was like, well, I heard you calling me. That's why I came down the alleyway. I said, no, I wasn't calling you at all. But inside, shit, I was screaming. You hear me? Inside, mama. But on the outside, no, I didn't say nothing at all. But she said she heard me calling her. You get what I'm saying? That's why I say, like, the energy is not going sometimes when you go against the energy, it'll still correct you. Like, nope, I told your ass not to go down that path. Now, when you sit down and you think about it later on, you're like, damn, you did tell me not to go. I sit down and talk to myself all the time, like, you did tell me not to do that shit, and I did it. Like that damn trip to that damn freeway farm. Motherfucking energy told me not to do that shit. I still did it. Still did it. Energy told me not to do it. I still went against it. But you see how energy got me about that shit. I'm telling you, like, the energy of yourself will always protect you. And I guess, like you said, it protected you too, in a sense, because you're here today. So, maybe energy got you up out there with a little bit of consequences, but you had to eat that box. Ooh, Jaguar. Ooh, I can only imagine that shit probably smelled swamp. That shit probably smell like a swamp. She do not look like she changed clothes. Like she just a hustler out here grinding and shit. Cause she thinks she a dude anyway. Jaguar thinks she a dude anyway. So she just be out here grinding, I bet you. Sweatpants, same clothes for a couple of days, telling herself she got to get this money. You know how they used to tell herself in the hood, like, now I got to get this bread. That's what Jaguar keep telling herself. I got to get this bread, sitting on YouTube days on end, not changing, not bathing. Ooh. Man, life is getting bad out there. It's hard out here for a simp. Oh, Villalobos body. Where is he at? Pop up. Huh? Pop up, Villalobos. You pop up any other time. Pop up now, Villalobos. Huh, Wolf Kutcher? Wolf Kutcher. I got Misha over here. Wolf Kutcher, you want to pop up? I got Misha over here. Huh? You lucky she can't join the YouTube. Well, she can join the YouTube if she came over there and came in through StreamYard, I think.
Yeah, I gotta get on my iPhone so I can do that.
Oh. Yeah, never mind. I mean, if you could do it, they would love to hear you better over there on YouTube, but if you can't, it ain't no big thing. We already know my page already know how we operate. So you on Twitch, YouTube. I'm on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok right now. So you know what I mean? Everybody over here knows the operation. She ain't never changing that black bra. I can't imagine keep on trying to get set. Like, you ain't about to keep on getting sexy with me with that same black bra. Like,
I don't think he twisted my stories. I think people listened and heard what they wanted to hear. But then some of the stuff I was saying, I noticed he blotted it out. Like, you know how he edited it. Like, because I was talking off the wall, so he edited a lot.
He had to edit a lot though.
The way I was talking, I was just talking how my mom told me to say it. Because sometimes I can't control the things that I say.
But on the internet, you got to remember they got to protect their platforms. They got to protect these spaces that you just saying the stuff in how you saying it. You get what I'm saying?
It was all like asking me, don't do what Lionel B did, but Lionel B didn't get me. It wasn't Lionel B, it was Jaguar Wright. It was Jaguar Wright, and it was the lady with the moles on her face that talking about she could talk to dead people. They were the ones in Natalia. They were the one that's like, oh, she lying. She lying.
Hold on, what he saying? He trying to tell you what he mean by saying that. What?
Don't sit up there and let them use your story to build their podcast like they did last time. I'm going to fast this time.
Yeah, there you go. Now I know what you're saying. Now, see, let him explain it how he explained it. He's saying don't get used. Those numbers done shot up. They done made a bunch of money off of your story, and you ain't seen none of it. You should be in a greater position right now after all of that shit got exposed. That's what he's saying. I agree with him. I agree with him. If the shit take off again, your ass better be taking off with it. I gotta agree with him on that shit. But that's the thing, though. You got to remember, our people come from a long line of, not taking the dollar and taking the fame. Look at TLC. Motherfucker was stealing oodles and noodles when the shit hit the fan. I said, damn, not don't go chasing waterfalls, stealing oodles and noodles.
So I agree.
Right. Right. With nothing. Nah, you gotta. That's why I say, like, any deal, nah, but see, that's why you gotta make sure you get the percentage deal. If you take something, if you say, okay, you going. Nah, I'm talking about with any interview that you do on somebody's podcast, you tell them, boom, I'm gonna do it for the amount, but I want 10% of that money that's coming in. So if it hit 1 million views, I want 10%. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what they started trying to say that we were doing it for the money. Because when I started saying stuff like that, I was listening.
Yeah, you supposed to be doing it for the money. It's your life that got fucked up. It's your body that got fucked up. Yeah. Yes, you doing it for the money. Yes, you need $1. Yes, you need some compensation for this shit. Yes, your mental fucked up. You got doctors you got to go see. You don't know what type of situation. You got kids you got to protect. You got a family you got to protect. Yes, money make the world go round. Yes, I need some currency for my currency. Yes. Don't see, that's the problem right there. They want to put you in that mindset so you can lose focus of what's really important. They want to make you feel guilty for taking the money, guilty for doing this. No, remember the goals. Remember what you're supposed to be. Remember what you got to protect. Remember what you got to lose. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I need money to keep this protection. I need money to do this. Stop allowing your pride and your ego to look at those messages. If you see it on the screen, stop. It's the pride and the ego that responds to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the pride and the ego. They put that in us so that way we can lose focus. You don't see none of them people that's making money shopping at Walmart, wearing the bummy sneakers, all of that stuff. They bank account looking right. You don't see them complaining about how people looking at their image. It's only our people that want to wear the jewelry, look all nice, look all flashy, like we $1 million, but really living in and you know what I'm saying, living in the shack. You know, that's us. We got to get out of that mindset. They done came to your job.
I left my job what 2024. People came to my job. They doing a wellness chicken. She was on drugs and shit. And I like my job was like,
who Jaguar Wright? Danny Robinson, because she was the only one acting like a motherfucking FBI agent and had my mama number.
You know, I got a background, so
Danny Robinson did that same thing with. Well, I ain't even going. Yeah, she did. She did that same thing with the whole situation with me. But that's why I say they all working together. You got to remember they need Jaguar out because that's their whole bread and butter. They can't let us. You think they going what? They gonna say, look, Jaguar can go to them and say, look, this person trying to take me down. Y'all know y'all need me because y'all page don't go nowhere without me. So if I go down, y'all pages is gonna be irrelevant.
So once white people come to my job, so my job never said, hey, you got fired. I just took the liberty of, let me go ahead and exit out the building before, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because now they gonna get the digging.
Say shit like that. I don't know what the fuck going on.
Yeah, they kidnap you and then you be on line of beat. And everybody don't believe in you that they really kidnapped you from their house.
I'm from Southside.
From their job.
I'm from Southside, Old Black, Parkway Gardens, Chicago. Ain't no nigga kidnapping me. We gonna die.
You can't get kidnapped if you come out your job and you got grease all on your handles and you trying to wipe it off and then
Nah. I agree with him. I agree with him. Get out of here with that shit. Stop saying nah. Nah, ain't nothing. Nah. Yo, listen. I got you got it. Hold on. Listen. Stop it. You keep putting like men in the mindset of a woman, right? We don't worry about the same stuff that y'all worry about, right? We don't worry. So the same stuff that y'all worry about, we don't worry about stuff like that. So you're putting the worries that you might have to go through on him, and it's really like his image. You gotta remember his image. Let that man be a man. Ain't that he good? He from the South Side, Old Block. He clothesline and shit. Leave it at that. Just leave it at that. We don't gotta add no extra shit to it and try to add extra shit to the equation to try to make it seem like he's set upable. He ain't set upable. It ain't possible. Remember, y'all images on the line. This is the internet. I told you being heard on 3 different platforms. This ain't just a conversation between us. So I can't allow you to do it. Just like I can't allow you to make yourself look like a messed up image. I can't allow you to put that on him either.
You walk out the job at 6 in the morning. It's not gonna be easy to kidnap me because it's 20.
People get in the car to go, but the police come up there, you know, like they were saying to the police, they come up there in a van, right? And they're like, okay, well, we got documents back here. You come read what we have on you, and as you read in the paper, somebody hit you in the back of your head and push you in the car. That's how I got took.
But I wouldn't read the papers over there. You got to bring that into the building. Let me see that.
They came to my door. I'm talking about they came to my door.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's ways that you can get, fall victim to some shit. I'm pretty sure. But look, check this out though. 9 times out of 10, they scouted. 9 times out of 10, they, did whatever. But I'm not saying nobody's beyond these types of setups. I'm not saying that. Everybody is capable of, getting set up, getting snatched, getting whatever, right? We all capable of that. But what he's saying is not without a fight.
I'm the type of person, I feel like you got to search for it.
That's not the phone. That's TikTok. They on TikTok. That's Misha. What they know you? They know you. Misha Fuller. That's Misha.
To play you, like go out your way, like what's made me so special for some people, for celebrities and them to come kick that.
As far as like
do stuff like that to me.
Because they got scouters. You got to remember.
What made me so special for them to go out a busy day from the BET Award? What the fuck made me so special for them to do that shit to me?
Kids.
Do you really want to know the truth? Do you want to know the truth? It wasn't special. It wasn't special. It was gullible. They knew that y'all was starstruck. They knew that y'all was, like, so. At the time, you might have been a celebrity, just being around celebrities.
Being in that atmosphere. Look like right now, when nigga come and throw $1 million hanging from that tree. We gonna stand there all day trying to get that $1 million. And we gotta stay on top of each other. It's being in the atmosphere of
It's the atmosphere. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you're not in the atmosphere, you done got away from some stuff, and then you change your life. You live in like, okay, I'm gonna just live like a normal person. I'm done chasing this fantasy of I want to be rich and be around famous people. I'm done chasing that. So they live and they like years go by. You don't know. You don't like. You remember what you've been through, but you put that behind you like it never happened because nobody was gonna believe you anyway. Because when you were going through it and you would speak it out about it, they were trying to put you in mental hospitals because they want you to shut up.
it goes back to this.
But that goes back before the law changed. Remember when they said it doesn't matter how far back it goes, at this time you can bring it forward, right? So can you imagine how many people they had to try to clean up? How many people they had to try to
tape recordings of Jane Doe and John Doe that are in the case that be like, oh, we got this new lawyer. Oh, no, that lawyer is crooked. All these lawyers are crooked. Like I told them, how are we supposed to get it? But we're gonna get our justice.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna get our justice. I didn't say money. We're gonna get our justice.
Y'all justice, y'all get it, keep it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we, all of us, including me, Allie, all of people, Tori, whatever her name is, all of us, Andrea, all of us, done did something to where I know I'm going to hell.
So
I know I'm going to hell.
Well, was y'all all in the same house together?
I don't get around all these people different times.
Yeah, I want to explain something to you about that. I know I'm going to hell stuff. Hell is a state of mind. You can create a hell for yourself by constantly doing something, but hell is a state of mind. So when you say that you're going, hold on, listen. This is why I say, like, you gotta be careful of your tongue, like how powerful your tongue is, right? You're creating a hell for yourself. It's like saying that I should always be punished, right? So you're saying that you shouldn't be given grace. You're saying that you shouldn't be given mercy. Who are you to deny mercy? Who are you to deny grace? So listen to what I'm saying. So hold on, stop before you cut me off, right? Let me finish. Listen to what I'm saying. That's a human thing. Listen. Misa, you can't do this. This is not right. This is not how you operate on the internet. You have to give somebody, you have to let somebody finish you have to let me finish what I did let you finish. I'm the one that was speaking. Go ahead. Go ahead. Fuck it. Speak hell on yourself. I'm not even going to talk you out of hell. Fuck it. Speak hell on yourself. Fuck it. You going to hell. Fuck it. Come on. Speak hell on yourself. Fuck it. Go ahead. Because I'm not even about to talk you out of it now. Fuck it. Go ahead. Speak the hell on yourself that you think you deserve. Fuck it.
But I'm saying when you go, like when I shut up and I start thinking about it, I was like, what if more depths and all this other stuff, like when I was there, whatever they made me do, what if all that come out, tell them I do? Like, end up like that. It comes to justice because justice is not about what happened and what was right, what was wrong. It's about the proof. But I'm saying, I wouldn't put myself through nothing like that no more. And my eyes are open to where I'm not going to be gullible to go through that. But if I ever got back in that situation, I know how to survive. I know how to play my role to get out. So I'm not as dumb as people think or feel about me. Or be like, oh, you can't read energies. You don't know nothing. No, I do know because I'm still here. And I was with people that end up happening to them.
That's ego talk. That's not a real conversation. See, that's why I say, like, when you have a real conversation with somebody, the ego got to get put to the side. Like, anything that someone says is based off of the conversation that's being had or based off of how things go on the internet, right? I can sit up here and say all the things that is soothing to your pride and your ego, right? But it wouldn't make a great conversation. It wouldn't make a great conversation, right? So
it would make a difference.
Huh?
It wouldn't even make a difference.
It wouldn't even make a difference, right? So when you dealing with you know, trying to get your story out there, trying to, you know, operate on social media, so on and so forth, you got to take the back and forth. You got to take it. So however you want to get,
that's what somebody told me. I'm sorry.
right? So however you want to get your story out there, you're going to have to go through this, right? It's better for you. Hold on, listen. It's better for you to go through it with somebody that is more concerned about your spirit and your mental, as opposed to go through it with somebody that's concerned about your pocket and the money that's coming in, right? So,
They really don't know shit about you.
right. So,
They see the dollar sign.
yeah. So I'm trying to explain it to you. Me?
Like in the strip club scene.
No, not in Dallas. Not in Dallas.
Since the beginning, we are that shit. You know, I did some of the worst shit possible.
I'm trying to get you like,
You gotta forgive yourself.
that's the first place. That's the first place forgiveness starts with.
Forgive yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm still in the process. I forgave myself, but it's like when I talk it out, it's not anger. It's like it's like, dang, now I was by them and I go through that, I'll be like, I would just go ahead and just we're gonna go to jail if we do this nigga, dude. I would have killed him.
It can't listen. This is why I'm saying that's where they're going to get you tripped up at right there. And I'm not saying tripped up, but because you keep on applying the feelings and emotions to it, it's going to be hard for you to get your story out and have the conversation.
I don't talk about it. So when I do talk about it, I'm on live talking about stuff I never talk about. So I'm on live talking about stuff that I went through that I never talked about. Like, never talked about, never spoken outside.
How else are you going to get your story out?
How it's coming out. How I'm trying to deliver it. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out with emotions because I'm gonna be feeling okay. At that moment when I was going through, I was mad, but I had to do this. I had to be baby. I had to be little dog. It made them feel big, but in reality, I'm big dog because everybody gonna be caught up.
First of all, you'll never sacrifice yourself for the greater of somebody else that's in the flesh.
You ain't never probably been behind a blinky or something.
Nah, I'd rather die.
Go ahead and be no more. No happy.
I'm gonna die like a cowboy. I'm not gonna. That's it.
But listen though, listen. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? I don't know how they're going to cooperate. I don't see how they're. I don't see how. I don't see it.
That's not what I'm saying. Like, women out there
I don't think it got nothing to do with being a man. I think it's like just being headstrong. Like, you know, when you
Well, y'all can answer with a headstrong question. I feel like I survived.
that's what I understand.
I was thinking headstrong in a minute. In that moment, whatever I went through, I had to think headstrong.
People read the Bible, right? God is your maker, God is your creator. I'm a Muslim. If
I'm telling you, it wasn't like that. If I'm telling you, I'm hanging around somebody and they say that, okay, I gotta worship Baal, then I worship God. In my head, I worship God. And I was just saying that name, but I have to do what they did.
I know, but listen to what I'm saying. Listen to. Okay, so look, discernment, right? We all have discernment, right? To a certain degree, right? So when it comes to that, like what we're saying is And I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound messed up when I say this, but there's been so many situations where I seen the outcome of a situation, but I made it so I never put myself in those situations. When you see the wrong crowd, when you see the wrong people, your discernment is supposed to steer you away from that. So when
when somebody not showing you that they're wrong and they show you the glitz and the good and what you can be doing, have you around all this stuff, and then when you in it, and then it's like, oh, okay, we about to have a party. It's like you never know what Beyonce and Jay-Z doing to Blue Ivy and her kid while they standing out with them and they at them gatherings where they just in groups and they're talking in hallways and stuff, or what they setting up for. Like, people don't ever know that can be like for the little freak offs for later on or something.
So let me ask you this. So
they don't have you around it, and then when they finally invite you to something like that, it's like, do I gotta do it. You gotta, everybody's doing it. It's cool. You lame one because you're not doing it. But then when you do it, you know what I'm saying? But in your head, like, oh yeah, this is not right. This is not right. This is against God. This is against the Bible. And oh, you the one that's always bringing up the Bible. Always what's against. Like, you're lame. You're the lame one. You have to do it. You're gonna have to do it. Like, if you want to be around a certain set of people in a certain group, you're gonna have to do whatever they're doing within the group. Or
nah, that's probably why I'm not in a group. That's probably why I'm always by myself. That's probably why nobody accepts me. That's probably why I don't fit in. That's probably why I stay talking about moon stars, quasars, and conscious and spiritual stuff. That's probably why I'm in my own little corner, in my own little home, where I can be wherever I want to be, because I didn't just run with the in crowd.
Yeah. Now I can sit back and say that, but it was a time in my life where I wanted to be a part of that, and I never gave up that piece of me. I done went against some morals, but I never give up that piece of me so I can fully be.
Let me ask you. Let me help you. I'm gonna clear your conscience for you right now. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna help you clear your conscience right now. Okay. I'm gonna tell you 3 reasons why you can't put this on yourself, right? First reason is your soul really don't belong to you. That's why it says the body's going to go back to the dirt from which it came, and the soul's going to go back to where from which it came, right? So your soul don't belong to you. Whatever you did with your body, it don't matter. Your body's going to go back to the dirt from which it came, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's one reason why you shouldn't be so hard on yourself about what you do to your body, right? Another reason why is you have to remember, like, you're having a human experience, right? Your soul inside that vessel is having a human experience down here. There's no right or wrongs in the spirit realm, right? It's only what is, what was, and what will be, right? Mankind created rights and wrongs, right? So you're beating yourself up about some idea of what a man decided was right and wrong, and we decided to live by that idea of right and wrong. Your soul don't care about rights or wrongs. Your soul cares about having this human experience, sending the truth back to the universe so we can correct whatever it is down here, so generations to come won't have to go through this victimizing, trauma bonding bullshit. So the universe didn't put nothing on you that your soul couldn't deal with. It is your body, your vessel, the flesh that is weak, that is telling you that you should be punished or tormented for this, because man decided the rules of the body, not the soul. Your soul's good. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that. You're right.
So you got to stop beating yourself up for having a human experience down here, because you're going with the times. If you came down here at a different time, you might not even have the rights to your own body. You remember, y'all had to fight for the right to vote, the right for this, the right for that. So if you was sharing this human experience in a different timeline, ain't no telling what you would have to go through that would make you feel so. And guess what? And guess what? Even in them times, righteous people still made it to the heaven. You get what I'm saying? In the darkest times when people was doing the unthinkable, righteous people still made it into heaven. That's why I tell you, don't even in the Bible said when they seen the people that was down there doing stuff, when they were sitting on the hill, what did God say to them? Don't worry about them people, they'll make it there too. It's like, what? Then why did we do what we did? They do what they do, and you do what we do. Everybody's still gonna make it. You just got a different path that you had to take. Might have been harder, might have been rougher, might have to go through some more shit. But the story was meant to be told so somebody else wouldn't have to go through it. But they choose you to go through it in this vessel, and then you're supposed to gain the strength to speak about it so other people won't have to go through it. That's what I'm trying to teach you now. The level of language that you got to have on these platforms in order to speak about it so you can be a voice so it won't happen to other people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
That's why I say you got to take like when somebody's conversating with you on these platforms, don't show them your anger. Don't show them what make you mad. They want to see that. They're going to dig at that. You know, they're going to dig at those markers that get to you. That's how Jaguar is able to get to you. That's how these other people are able to get to you, because they're seeing what they're saying. Some of the stuff that they're saying, they're going to throw all types of stuff out there to try to make you mad, you know, because they want to see what bothers you. And then they dig. That's why I say you're not supposed to give them that. Have a certain level of decorum where it don't show. Even when you respond to it honestly, don't give them that feelings and emotions that come with that honesty. It'll make you cry. I done sat down, had heart to hearts with my dad, and had to fight back tears because I was standing in my truth. But you'll get it if you really want to, you know, if you really, especially like over here on TikTok, you know, however you want to go about it, you know, even on other platforms, if you still choose the social media way, if you choose to, you know, write a book, then you're still going to have to get out there and promote that book, you know, so on and so forth. So however you do it, you're still going to have to try to figure out a way to be able to do the interviews and speak about it without, you know, the crash, you know. I mean, every now and again, they like a little crash, especially on the internet, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you got to remember what you in it for.
I have crash out ways, but I'm not a crash out.
Nah, you gotta remember, if it's about that check, if it's about getting that check, then you're gonna have to bring yourself to a certain decorum and a certain, you know, level of language to where as though you could speak about it to be able to do a 2 hour, an hour and a half, because people gonna pay for the time. They're gonna be like, all right, you know, how much for an hour and a half, 2 hours of your time?
It's all about the way you paint the story, and I gotta paint the story conservative. I have to, because I'm not like that in real life. The way when I be talking nasty, I'm not like that. But I just gotta my attitude when I do be talking this, it's just like it's no chill. So you have to work on that.
I don't know. You'll get it together. I guess the more you get practice at it, the more you run across, you know, decent platforms where people are trying to work with you, and you know, yeah, absolutely. That's why I say, like, everybody's not going to, you know, deal with the patients, because they're more so looking at the numbers, looking at their platform, you know, so on and so forth. So how they're going to deal with you is going to be based off of the level of the platform that you go on. If it's a messy platform, then they coming at you messy. You know, if it's controversial, if they already spoke about you previously, do not expect them to try to deal with you differently now, because their audience already remember how they dealt with you before, and they're going to make them stand on that. So, you know what I mean? Remember, it's all a game. They getting paid for that. They getting paid for the shit that they do. Like, you know, that's why I say you put the proper people around you, you're gonna get your story out there, because they're gonna make sure that the bullshit don't come your way. You know what I mean? I see the bullshit from a mile away. I know there's a story in there that needs to be told, but y'all done put so much bullshit on it now. You know what I mean?
I got off. It wasn't because she came up there. It's because Lionel B done told me to get off. Like how that happened, now that I think about it, that could have been stopped.
Exactly. Exactly. Because you go back, you know, you go back. That's why I say, like, maybe, you know, one day you can come up on YouTube and we can go back and analyze that interview, and you can try to bring some clarity to that interview, as opposed to, you know what I mean? Because it was a lot of nerves there. There was, you know, phone calls, you know, being made, you know, however, you know, you was probably out of your comfort zone, the way they were allowing it to go on, you know, with her seemingly threatening you right there. You know, I seen it, I sensed it, like, damn, it seemed like Jaguar is threatening her right there. You know what I mean? And I can't believe that they're not seeing this, them two being, you know, Ron and
What you think they want you to do?
you say you say what? I don't know. But yeah, like, oh, okay. Yeah, so like I think like maybe you can go back and, you know, break that. Maybe you should do a breakdown of that interview, you know what I mean? And you know, clarify some of the parts, you know, that got misconstrued. Maybe you should do a what is it? A review, you know?
Yeah, I think I did that one time on my on the streams. I be listening to the. I go back and rewatch the interviews and be talking about it. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. There go right there.
But yeah, because like the way, you know, the way they have it now is like, you know, they expose like, oh, you know, we already exposed her as being fake, and you know, we exposed her at this, you know, da 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 da. And like I said, lies right now is being broadcasted louder than the truth, you know. And somehow we have to get back to, you know, that journey for the truth, you know.
Yeah, because what lie did they expose? I still have a lawyer.
You say what? No.
I still have a lawyer. I still have a lawyer. You know, it's over for that trial with him, but what if they bring up the other, like if they bring Jonathan Hayes out, he gonna let me come with him. Now he's admitting that they are in Dallas and Diddy has a mansion in North Dallas.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that part. You know, I'm not saying none of that. I'm talking about, you know, how the you know, how everybody is looking at it. Like they pushed you into a category of you know, is she still believable? You know, questionability. You know what I mean? So they push you in that category by trying to do this whole, you know, we exposed her as being fraudulent, and you know, she, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the narrative they want us there because they want me to shut up. But it's already out in the Epstein files.
Right.
It's out. Everything that I was saying, all that weird stuff, is out in them files. Oh, now they on the news. It's like it's coming out the ocean. I wasn't too. I might have been sedated, but I wasn't too out of my mind to where I remember stuff. I wasn't too out of my mind where I remember faces. I wasn't too out of my mind.
Makes sense. But like I said, you know, that's when you look at it, like you got to go back and put the whole story together, because remember, you know, the truth is going to be in the details. So people are going to try to break you down based off of that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you're going to have to get those fragments that's missing and try to explain it, because it's just like how Jaguar tried to do in the interview on the Atwood. She was like, you know, trying to mix up the location or the time. Oh, you said 2006, that's wrong because I was here and da 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 da. And you were like, well, I could be off on the times a little bit, but I know that I met you, you know, here when you were staying here, da 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 da. And then you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, she was trying to make it seem like I didn't know what I was talking about. Or
Right.
I was lying. I'm confused and I'm just making this up.
Right.
You know, I made it up because if I do it, if she was working for that place and that meter was on that car and I had her drop me off somewhere else because she freaked me out that bad. I'm in the car. This is before she exposed, you know what I'm saying? She started coming in the club saying she Jaguar Wright, gonna come there singing and stuff. She gave me a ride. She told me something that happened to me when I was younger, like a kid, and it freaked me out to where she like, you don't live right there. And I'm like, how she know that? And like, I could do one of them random share rides things and get her like that if I wanted to really come at her. And you know, they put ideas in my head because she worked for that share ride company.
Right.
And she was driving that blue car.
Is it Lincoln? Nah, I forget the name of it. But that's why I say, like, remember, even on Maggie's page, she was like, I did nothing but make sure those girls got home safe. What? So you're admitting
she got us home safe, but in the midst of the home and her singing while she's driving you, she's up here telling creepy stories or stuff that she had around mafia people or what they're gonna do to you once they get you. They're gonna sell you to Russia and all this weird stuff.
damn. Was it girls coming up missing from the clubs?
Yeah, it's a girl now. She sometimes be with the Zeus being in the crowd with baddies and stuff. It's a girl now that's gonna pop out with something. Yeah, people have came up hurt from those situations.
But like missing?
They was probably hurt real bad in the midst of what they was doing. It looked like they could have been not with us anymore.
You don't have to say it.
No, I don't have to say it. What are you talking about? It's really weird. Yeah. Man.
Telling you she gonna get what's coming to her.
Let me see. Tough being single. Tough being single.
Yeah, I probably got weak signal. I probably have to get it on when I get closer to some Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah. It's just going in and out. You good. But the reality of it is, however you look at it, it's based off of, you know, your truth, standing in your truth, you know. And I think that's what you're trying to do. Like, but the problem is your truth compromises other people's lives, if you would, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because they Gene, all them, Roger Bonds. I got messages from him. He told me he wasn't gonna help nobody. He helping him. He ain't helping nobody. But he don't compromise himself because when I was really around Gene and Roger Bonds found himself, I was a kid, and everybody, even from the dude that was the videographer, Choke No Joke, even from him, they used to always call me the fast little girl. You know what I'm saying?
So how old was you then?
That's around the time I was like 13.
And how old are you now?
13, 14, 15. I just turned 35.
Dang. That's a lot of years. You know.
I was there for years, and then I came back throughout grown-up years and done had. I haven't spoke up on those years.
Did you stay in the same? Did they stay in the same location, like, or was y'all all in the house together? Like from that age to what age? Like from that age to what age was you stuck in this?
When I was talking about when I came on my new B show, that was 13, 14, 15. That was those years. 16, that's when I went back home. I was allowed to go back home. And after that, it happened again. What, 2018, 2020, like some stuff happened I haven't talked about. That Jaguar trying to, place me in situations that like now she, like, you know what I'm saying, use some stuff for her advantage. So
that happened 2018 and 2020 or whatever.
Yeah, they happened then.
Is that the club time when you were 2018? Is that the club? Like when she was dropping you off?
Like that shoe, like I know what happened.
No, it went out. The volume went out. Was it 2018? Is that when she was driving you? When she was Ubering?
That's around the time that police officers, that crooked cop came and got me from my door. No, that was 2005, 2014, 15, 16 is when I was at Dallas Cabaret.
Oh, okay.
Those the years I was there. I got my address where they came and got me from. Okay. Like those the years I was there, because I went back and looked up, like, when did I live there? And that's 2014, 15, 16, around that era. And 2018, somebody came and got me plane, and it wasn't when I've been on airplane to go see somebody else, and it was Diddy there. It wasn't the person I was supposed to see. I've been in all type of situations. Like they give me, I don't know, but I don't live the lifestyle that I used to live. And when I had changed, I was an Israelite. Like I used to wear the long dresses. I told the people at the church what happened to me, and they were horrified, and they told me not to come back. But they record every class session. They always go live.
The church told you?
Yeah. Jaguar, they tracking me. I was like, he was there. I'm praying the price they made him leave, and I was like, I don't want to leave because they're gonna be out there. And they told me not to come back to the Israelite church. They ain't no who's gonna help me. Nobody want to listen. I'm telling people what I'm going through. They ain't heard preaching about what I'm going through. They telling the story, but when I get up and I say this happened to me, and I did this and I did that, and they just looking at me horrified. Oh, you leave too. You leave too. Don't come back. Like, what the hell? Bishop Nathaniel said that to me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. My mind was like, what the heck?
Why'd you go up in the church and say that?
So what else to do? So you just sometimes you just be like, you know what? just have to be quiet about it.
No, I'm just saying, like, why'd you go up in a church and say that though? Like, why would you go up? Like, what would you? Okay, let me ask you this: what was you expecting the church to do?
I was expecting them because they said if anybody in the congregation come.
Your phone's going out.
We moved together. You're a sister of Sarah. You thinking that you got a safe place? Okay, well, this happened to me. And then they get up and tell you like to basically tell your testimony, and then you tell your testimony, oh, you gotta go, you can't come back. Like what? I don't understand that.
I don't think it was for you to understand. I think it was for their understanding of their, holy place, however you want to look at it. I think it was more for them. If anything, I don't think it was. So I think if you came into the church like that, then they probably like, oh nah, she's. No, I'm not saying cursing, like not cussing, like I'm just saying, like even the story, they looking at. Yeah, but it's a church. They trying to keep demons out. Like you come in with a story like that, they think
they don't believe in demons. Well, they believe in demons, but the Israelite people, it's not like Sunday church. That's why I grew up Sunday church.
Nah, because those Israelites was accepting all types of people. They got a group on here right now. Yada Judah and them, and all of them did some stuff.
IUIC, the ones that wear the purple, it's different type of groups. Ones where they be like the preachers and the slave masters.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, I think, like, however you looking at it, you expecting stuff out of people. You know what I mean? The Bible say that if you put your faith in man, then it'll fail you every time. Man will fail you every time. So that's why I'm asking, like, what did you expect them to do? You know what I mean? Like, that's man. You know.
Police report.
No.
Something because they police officers. Listen, Nick used to be a police officer in New York. Like they could did something. Them Israelite people work for the government. They do that stuff. They be having high ranking jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them people ain't all good because they be up in there like that. But then some of the women that go to their church be working at the club.
See, that's probably why they kicked you out. That's why they kicked you out right there. That's why they kicked you out right there. You can't keep a secret. That's why they kicked you out. They kicked you out. You can't keep a secret. Yeah, exactly why they kicked you out. They was like, yeah, she gonna tell everything. Yep, get her up out of here. Yeah. They noons it. You gotta stay focused now. You gotta stay focused. Come on back. I thought at one point I thought you was gonna swing this back around the Jaguar right, but you stayed left field. I'm trying to get you to bring it back to Jaguar right. You went left field. Started talking about Nathaniel Bartholomew the third. I'm trying to get you back to the damn story now. I don't know what the hell you was like. That happened.
They kicked Dugar out of the church.
Dugar was a part of the church? Yeah. Dugar. Big homie CC Dugar. Big homie CC and Dugar. That Dugar.
Yes.
He got kicked out.
Yes.
How he get kicked out?
He was the one that grabbed me. I said, the people come to your church. I said, people that I see in that lifestyle are here at your church. And they were like,
what? So you was at Big Homie CC and them church?
No, it was not their church. I was at the IUIC in North Dallas.
Okay. The IUIC in North Dallas.
Yeah, they moved to Fort Worth now, but they were in North Dallas.
Okay.
Skillman.
Okay.
said, that's somebody that I seen that did something to me, and they made him leave. And then they told me after he drove, they let me talk, and then they said, "Now you gotta go." I said, "No, this is outside. He's gonna get me." They was like, "No, we made sure he left."
So you confessed in their church that somebody in their church did something to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no wonder why they kicked your ass out. You see, you was leaving that part of the story out. You was leaving that part of the story out. No wonder why you got kicked out. You ain't just come up there with a testimony. You came up there and pointed somebody out in the congregation.
Now that you think say it like that, I see why they kicked me out. Because it may seem like they're bad people.
Yeah, like you didn't just come in with some things happened to me. I tickled some feet tickled me, some hands was on my back done touched the floor. I don't know what to say. And you ain't just coming with a damn. You came in that motherfucker like it was him. It was him. Hims did it right there. Shit. Get out. Everybody get out. We got to second guess our whole church. Who have we been letting in here? Everybody come. The 12 of us need to speak together right now. Nathaniel Bartholomew probably had to break down the whole church after you left that mother sucker. He probably, now what the hell's going on? How did Dugar? What the fuck was this? What was this and what was, huh?
You made me laugh. That was funny. I started crying.
Shit, I'd have put your ass out too. We gotta have a whole meeting. Where's the treasurer at? Who's been letting these people in? I know we said come as you are, but we gotta vet this shit. How she get in here? That was a Jezebel. How he get in here? They probably thought y'all was demons from the. They probably saged everything. Probably turned around, started saging shit. Had another whole church come in there and sing a hymn or some shit. Ain't no telling what they had to. You ain't say you pointed somebody out in the damn congregation. You made it seem like you just went to a Israelite group of people and try to ask for help. No, you went to the what? I was what? You pointed one of their brothers out. Did he have on purple too? Did Dugan have on purple? Oh my God, he was a member. Oh my God, you pointed out a member. You came in and pointed out a member. Pastor, it was him. Him's right there, your drummer. Yup, he want barumpa bum bum on me. Get him. Yeah, they gonna kill. What you wanted them to do? You thought they was about to let you pop up again next service? Hell no. You thought you was coming back? Hell no. They can't have you back. Don't you ever come around here. No. You can't just go around pointing out members of churches. They trying to prevent their name from being out there like the Catholic Church. That's terrible. You trying to point out church members? That
Me, my son, and my ex-husband, we all got kicked out.
Hold on. Hold the front door. Hold up. Your son was there and your ex-husband was there.
Yeah.
And you pointing out a member of their church.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, y'all gotta go. All of y'all got it. We can't not. We no. They should have. They probably trying to figure out how they let you in. How did they get in?
They was getting close to me.
How did they get in here? How did
But
they
the
get?
crazy part is the person that was supposed to be like my sister and my person that my captain, he told me to stand up and tell the church that. And I'm like, what? And when I did that, I was all like, it just put me out. He was like, I didn't expect it to go that way.
Wait, a captain was there? He was.
Like people, when you're new to churches like that.
Yeah, the person who ushered you in or whatever they call it. Yeah. So he was there. He knew what you was about to get up.
He said get up and tell Nathaniel, tell Pastor Nathaniel. Well, they don't call him a pastor; they call him Prophet Nathaniel. They said get up and tell him.
Wait. How did you get invited to this place? Who invited you?
How did I start going to it?
Yeah, like how did you?
They were on the streets. They were on the streets, and
Uh-huh.
I was doing so. Really, it was YouTube because I was doing. It was on YouTube, and I was like, I'm gonna get back to God. I just want to get my life right, give it to God all the way. And we started reading the Bible, and the Bible was saying, like, sometimes, like certain ways of the Christian church are not the ways that we're supposed to go. So I started getting into the Israelites, started seeing it on YouTube, but I also saw them downtown Dallas. I said, that's the people that be at the West End.
Right.
They be down there hollering, God's a black man. And to come up out your sin and to get into the Bible.
Okay. So you just pulled up on them after seeing them on YouTube and stuff. Okay.
I didn't know. I never saw before that.
No, I thought somebody might have invited you, or something like somebody,
This happened right after that allegation with the Drewski. That happened after the allegation with that Drewski. No. Yeah, that was the last. Yeah, that happened with the allegation with the Drewski. That happened in 2018.
Yeah. So what about that allegation with the Drewski? Because one thing for sure, two things for certain.
They were. What do you say when you bring somebody into the group? That was his first one.
Initiating.
Yeah, initiate him in the group, but he didn't want to do it with the girl. So instead of him having sex with her, he was acting like he was having sex with her, but he was just dropping all his weight on her. He didn't actually penetrate her.
How you know? Who told you this story?
I was there.
That's why they say Drewski was sliding down her like a slide.
Yeah, he was.
So you the Jane Doe. Everybody else's names is said already.
Yeah, everybody's been said, but they dismiss it because.
So that's why Jaguar said this sound like a Misha story when it came out. She said this sound like a Misha.
Yeah, I went to the police. And the police wrote down a statement like that, and I told them that I did something to the woman Ashley. And when we ran to the police, I didn't know that those were police that worked for Diddy and Jay-Z and all them.
So that's when Drewski took off after that, because Drewski was broke at that time. He was just now, his career was just now starting. So that's when he took off after that.
Yeah.
Allegedly, because
allegedly.
allegedly.
And they told him he had to turn all that stuff before he dyed his hair. Like they were telling him, and he would tell him, "What y'all like how you got it done? How the tips are blonde and it's still black at the roots." They would tell him he had to turn all type of stuff. Allegedly.
But not for you, because you was there.
Yeah.
How'd you get there?
The police officer that came to my door, and they came to the door. Big homies. He was the driver.
Don't tell me Big Homie CC drove you there.
They came and picked me up from my door and told me I had to look over these documents because before this even came out, I've been getting court cases about this. But it was
wait. Big Homie CC was there.
Yeah, they came from Waxahachie, Texas, and they were acting like they were police officers, like they were bounty hunters. That's what they were acting like. And when I went to the car, and he was like, "Look at this," and they had the back of the car had a whole bunch of balance in it, and I was all like, "Hey, what is this?" I was like, "It's not my name." Somebody hit me in my head while I was reading the police things at the back of the police van or whatever. Somebody hit me in my head. They hit me in the head, and they was like, "You didn't knock out." He's like, "I hit hard." And somebody stuck me with a needle, and then I woke up in the back of a truck with the other Jane Doe, and the Jane Doe, and this is when I'm grown, when this happened, when I'm an Israelite, because I was dressed like the Israelite throughout the torture. You know what I'm saying? When Ashley described me, she described me as somebody that was in the Bible that dressed conservative.
So how did Big Homie Cece get there?
I don't know how he got there. Only in the car. He was the driver. They were sent. Either Jay-Z or P. Diddy sent him after me. And really, I'm not supposed to mention Jay-Z's name because I didn't even mention his name on the Line Up show. And the reason why the case getting thrown out with Ashley is because Jay-Z was there, but he wasn't there that long. And she was saying that he'd bring her too. But, you know, I didn't see that part. So it's a lot going on.
And Drewski was pretending the whole time, just sliding down like a slide, just sliding down like a slide.
I'm talking about Diddy told him, "You gonna kill her."
So wait, so this is when Jaguar gave the remote and said, "Here, right?" Ain't this when Jaguar gave the remote to the TV?
Yeah. Big Homie CC was in an uncomfortable position, and Diddy drugged him, and then they got him where he raped her too. And he
Great.
I mean, we can really get you too. Yeah.
Dang, so Big Homie Cece, that's why he getting his little bit of attention because of that.
Yeah. Now he say the women, it's a bunch of crap. You getting the women. Now you probably saving them because after all that was done, he was all like, "Man, we gonna all go to jail. Y'all gonna let like they was like, you gonna let her live?" Like they wanted to take me out. And it was all like,
what did you do while you was there? Wait. So who was you with?
It was more than just one victim.
Who was with David Beckham?
They had a lot of people there. It was a lot of different girls. It was a lot of girls there, and they was gonna traffic all of them, like put trackers in everybody. People went to hospitals and got trackers removed out of them. It was a lot going on.
Did Big Homie Cece had that black T-shirt on and them glasses?
Yeah, that's where one of the girls there grabbed him by his nuts, and I was the one that shot him.
Shot him?
Come out like, yeah.
Y'all was naked?
Shot him.
I know, but was y'all naked? Was y'all naked though? Was y'all naked?
No,
it was after all of that.
Yeah.
When she grabbed him.
Oh, what's his name? CC. What his name is? He was there too, because him and that dark skinned boy, they were just laughing. Like they was like, "We're gonna see. He gonna get out this situation."
Oh, you pewed him?
Yeah, the girl grabbed him by his stuff.
And
I don't know. It was like the one. It was just when I shot, it was just everywhere.
Right. You pewed. Oh, so that was when he got pewed.
Yeah.
That was how that happened.
Yeah.
And they played it off like he was in some type of gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so Big Homie Cece's slow. He's slow with it, talking about he protect people. He can't even protect himself.
Yeah. Grabbed him by his stuff. And she was like, "Get the gun. I'm not picking it up." And then she was like, "Get it." And I picked it up because I was in and I was out.
And they let y'all go?
Yeah, they let us go. We ran up out of there.
Y'all got loose on him after that? So y'all made a great escape. This shit a movie. This shit is supposed to be in one of those black books written by like Sister Soldier or some shit. This is 2026 madness. This shit crazy. This shit supposed to be in a movie or something. She said, "I don't know how I got there. They hit me in the back of the head." That means her shit should be busted while all of this shit happening. She got right. They done put her in the back of the thing, you know what I'm saying, and took her somewhere. See, I say, how what you had to do, whatever I had to do to get out. Oh, what? So what you do? Everything I did to get the fuck up out of there. How many people was involved? Multiple people. Who else gonna be there? She said, "This is a story from Ray's Boom Boom Room." Yeah, who else gonna be there? Ray, everybody gonna be there. She said, She said, "Big homie CC, slow ass." I told you he was slow. That's why that girl broke up with him. He got them little ass legs with that big ass top body. Couldn't even get away. Somebody grabbed him sack. She done pulled out the puke. They shouldn't even have that in the building. Big Drewski faking like he humping shit just to get a deal. Shut up. He faking like he humping shit. They all just going along with it. This is a movie. This is Get to the Greek. I seen this. I'm telling you, Puffy was sitting there rubbing the walls. He was like, "This is soft." This shit is crazy. So this is the whole lawsuit then. Like this is y'all. So is it still going to court? Like what's happening with that? What happened with that? Like
with that is that you can't mention Jay-Z. The lawyers are making it very hard if you mention Jay-Z. Because
wait, Jay-Z was there too watching this happen?
Yeah, him, Beyonce, they was there, but they was there for a brief second.
Beyonce was there too?
Yeah, she into that stuff too.
Watching y'all do all of this stuff, and you pulled out the pew pew and shot and got the fuck up out of there. All of this happened in the.
She wasn't there at that moment, but they was there during what people were going in that room with Ashley.
This shit is a 45-minute Netflix special. I promise you, this shit should be on Netflix. We got it. This is America Horror Stories Part 99. Hip hop edition. Some shit gotta happen. We got to tell this story. It's got to get out. I need to see this in a movie, eyes wide shut. Something. So whatever was going on, they was bypassing to go to that, but y'all was in like a different room. So this is a big place that y'all in.
It's like a little condo. It was like a lot of different girls in the living room.
So how did you get chosen? So Jaguar must have picked people out and had her choice of people to take there. Because I don't see how this circle is put together. Like I don't see how like Big Homie CC, you, Drewski. Like I don't see how this group is put together unless Jaguar is involved.
That Muslim bodyguard, his sister, is a bounty hunter. Jaguar was with her. She had. This is around the time CC and them they beat Jaguar because I was all like that ankle monitor is recording everything. Like I was saying that like I was telling them what she did, and that's why they flipped on her, and she ended up getting pistol whipped.
What? They beat up Jag?
Yeah.
Oh, they gangster. They do what type of games they playing?
Didn't happen. Listen, when I talk about that right there, that didn't happen at the party. That happened at the warehouse.
Wait. How many times was you involved with this shit?
A
couple of stuff.
Yeah, I got recording of the Jane Doe.
They not kidnapping you. You was there at the warehouse. You was involved. They didn't come kidnap you and hit you in the back.
Yes, they did.
I mean, yeah, they did, but you was already at the warehouse. You was already a part of it.
That's why Jaguar said she's incriminating herself.
You was already a part of it because you was there with them.
Yeah, because I survived through
the warehouse.
Initiation. No, I survived through some initiation to where every time something like that happened where they get the victims are people that are.
Oh, so I could just pull a Drewski and just slide down the body during my initiation, right?
Yeah. If you make it look like you doing something.
Right. I could just do the worm on the body and just be like, I'm in there.
Yeah.
Something like that. Or I could do what you did and just do half an initiation and just dip up out of the rest.
Yeah, because every time it came down to me doing something totally awful, I used to faint. She's about to faint. Yeah, I'll faint because I don't want to do it.
How deep was they trying to get you involved? Like what you was supposed to you already initiated then.
Yeah, that's why I be thinking about my soul, but I'm not initiated because God got me.
So how we know you're not working right now?
That's why I ain't been talking. I'm gonna let the lawyer talk for me on certain stuff, but I really ain't been talking about nothing. I haven't never talked about the stuff I talked about.
Do the worm and slide up.
Lionel B didn't on my. I said a lot of stuff. He didn't put all of that. Big homie CC hear what I said about him, and then big homie CC went on Line OB and was all like, "Yeah, that lady that said that I was there, like, yeah, like, yeah." Yeah, so all that stuff happened, and if I'm dying, I'm lying.
So big homie CC. So you still ain't say who was you with during this?
I was with them. I was with Jaguar. I was with.
We know the names that's involved. It's Odell Beckham.
I was with the victims. Didn't nobody. I was saying I didn't. I was talking Mr. Odell Beckham. Like,
Who was with big homie CC? Who was with big homie CC?
He was like a bodyguard at first before Diddy made everybody going all of men, like every man at the party. There was a lot of men there, go in that room. Everybody went there 1 and 1.
Oh, you wasn't in the room when Diddy made him go in the room.
Yeah, people were handcuffs. Hell, I put the.
So why the girl grab his sack then?
Because they were going to force us everybody to put a tracker inside, like it's like a birth control, but it's not birth control. It was a tracker that they were putting inside everybody. The doctor that was the nurse that was there.
Oh man, why'd I ask? Oh man, this shit just got deep. Why'd I ask? This shit just got. Now they. Oh man, damn! Now this shit is just. Oh shit.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot going on.
So that's at that point, that's when y'all decided we got to get the F up out of here when they went with the tracker thing.
I got tape recordings right now.
Oh, you helped some people escape? How many people escaped with y'all?
The people that got away, I actually get away. Even though she turned around and told the people that I heard her, and they pushed me out, so I still had to run down the hallway. It was Jane and Jane Doe. Everybody that was there. Hell, if you didn't run out that door, you didn't run out that door. But I know me and a white girl took off.
Oh, so you grabbed a gun, let the shot off, and then took off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I called my mama, and I was like, "Oh, I'm straight." She's like, "What?" You know, black people, they didn't act like that. Like, you retarded.
What? That. You can't use that word on the internet. That's why your ass ain't been making it on no platforms. You can't just throw the R word up there like that. That double R, hard R, whatever the fuck you just say. Yeah, this ain't baddies. This ain't Zeus Network. You take that shit over to Zeus Network, you want to use them type of languages and shit. You can't use that shit on YouTube or they fuck around and clip the whole thing. Come on, man. Can't say it. We on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Come on, man. You messing up the church's money now. We trying to get you back into the limelight for this story. Cause
I gotta get back in church so I can conserve sometimes when I'm talking about it, I just talk about it how I feel it. And if I feel like cussing or something, I just say it. So I just gotta get my mind conserved.
Nah, see, you can't keep on saying like I let the devil have his way with me whenever I want to do that. No, that don't make sense, girl.
I said I gotta get my mind conservative because you gotta get your, like you said, like, because I don't know if you don't have your thing set it like it's for 18 people up and older, so that's why you can't say certain things. But
no, it's for 8 man. I know how social media work, lady.
Yeah, on my TikTok, I can cuss and I can.
Oh my God! Okay. Now, all right, let's move past that part. Let's just move past that part because see that's why I say it's ego talk. This is ego talk. When you sit there and try to say what you can do online, you know, because they allow it. Hold on, listen, let me explain something to you. I'm telling you, right? What I'm telling you is how to properly conduct yourself online, right? What you telling me is I do what I want to do and they allow me to do it. What?
I understand what you're saying, but TikTok finesse everybody. Like everybody don't get on here and act a certain way.
They do, but what I'm telling you is they're getting put in a certain algorithm when they do that. when you start using certain profanity on platforms and stuff like that, that is going to push them in a certain algorithm. You get what I'm saying? But if you want your story to be heard, right, you're going to have to take certain variations of vocabulary and alter it. I mean, if I'm in the hood, then shit all good.
But when I'm talking, I'm just ranting to you. I like you're my homeboy, and we on the phone. I'm not ranting to you like, oh yeah, we on the internet.
But we are on the internet.
I don't want to talk about them no more, because that's how them folks make me feel. And I was about to say it again, but that's how they make me feel.
Okay, I'm not trying to make you feel like that. I'm just saying that word. Let's not say that word at all. Then let's just you know, let's not say it at all. Okay, but however you look at this, yeah, you are wrapped up in this whole mix.
Yeah, I said that.
Right, but you got Drewski, you got Drewski, you got Big Homie CC, you got Jane Doe, John Doe, and now you know all of this is based off of initiation gone wrong.
Yep.
You've been chasing this dream since you was 13.
Yep.
They just been dragging you along, coercions of the heart. The next time you're gonna make it. All you gotta do is do one more, just do it again. Just come on, just do it again.
And half the time I was there, it was because we supposed to have been at the studio with Jonathan Hayes working on some like different projects, different music that we wrote and that artists are singing and rapping now. It was like how you deliver it, how this supposed to go type stuff. But yeah.
I don't know how you like kept getting involved.
They go from being at the studios. I don't know why they're kidnapping people because they don't want to pay people. I don't know why they're doing stuff like that. And then you're in the studio, and then all of a sudden, everybody's at a gathering, and then it's a party. Go from a party to a freak off to after the freak off, it's turning into something demonic.
I don't even know what question to ask now because I don't know what type of stuff y'all was doing. Y'all was doing rituals. So did you eat the blood? Did you eat the blood? Did you eat the baby? Did you ate the baby heart?
And the child. Now, what the Bible say about people that eat flesh and drink blood? I just be going out when I be talking. I be going out what I read. But all is forgiven. I think you about to. My people about to come. I'm about to listen to you, but they about to play dominoes and be loud.
All right, y'all have a great evening. Man, dominoes is a great game. I used to love dominoes. It was great. No fives. I ain't playing no fives. What y'all playing? Y'all playing Cappy Coo? Oh, okay. Yeah. No fives. 10 and up. No fives. No pools? What y'all playing? 9 or 7? Oh, okay. Yeah, when the board lock, you taking all of them. Okay. Stop letting them lock the board. Count them bones. Count them bones. You gotta count them bones. You gotta count them bones. Don't let them close them doors on you like that. I know the first thing you do is find out what number she ain't got in her hand. Yeah, once you know how to read the board, you're gonna know what they got in their hand. Like, oh, you running from them? Okay, you running from them. You put them back out there.
I'll put two of them around the board to see if she play on them.
Right.
She don't play, I'm gonna put them all around the board. Okay, you ain't got no boosters over there.
But you get she get to go in the boneyard though, right?
See, I play her.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. And you gotta count and pass. And you gotta look at that bone and pass it. Look at that bone and pass it when you counting. Just give me one number at the end.
You know, I'm just every time I start winning,
Hey man, y'all enjoy y'all dominoes, man. Y'all enjoy y'all dominoes.
you go back and look at her lines. So we playing dominoes. Every time I start winning, I'm cheating. When she loses, go.
Who keeping score? You let her keep score? I was like, what? All you do is make houses. Teach her the tic-tac-toe. Teach her the tic-tac-toe way of keeping score. Yeah, but build the first house with a cross and then put the circles in the corners, and that's the first house. You know what I mean? Instead of going straight across the paper. Yeah, I like fives. Fives is half points, and circles are whole tens. Like, you know, a cross is 15, and y'all know how to do it. I miss dominoes though. I ain't gonna hold you. I remember I was playing with some Spanish people, man. They was playing Cappy Coup. Boy, them motherfuckers get rowdy with that shit, man. That Cappy Coup shit, they don't be playing. Yeah, that Cappy Coup. All right, y'all enjoy y'all game. I'm gonna get back to talking crap. All right, you have a great one. 9 times out of 10. See, that's why I say, like, that story just gets, you know what I mean? YouTube, TikTok, that's why I say, that's just a crazy ass story right there. It's going to get more and more, you know what I mean? It's 2026, maximum exposure. I'm telling y'all, it's crazy right now. You know what I mean? Greetings, who exposed? Jaguar, right? Big homie CC, all of these internet characters are getting exposed. These personas that had more involved in what they want to say, they're more so, it was interesting. It was interesting to say the least. We looking for Villa Lobos. We was just talking about Villa Lobos. And here Kitty popped up. Jaguar, right? Jaguar, I don't know. Somebody's got to respond. Big Hungry CC. Big Hungry Cupcake. They all know that freakies. They all listen. When you realize like what the price is of stuff, like it's real strange. You know what I mean? Because like these are bonds, you know what I mean? Like this is what bonds you, you know what I mean? This is why they make you do like some incriminated stuff. That way, if you don't go with the program, they can use this, against you, so on and so forth. And remember, Big Homie CC already said allegedly, he paid a bunch of money to keep his name out of the first, indictments. You know what I mean? When it came out the first time, he said he paid a bunch of money to keep his name out of it. You know what I mean? And then it came out the second time and his name was in it. So obviously there's more to that than what it is. You know what I mean? So however we looking at this, however this story is about to unfold, hey, let it unfold how it's unfold. It's 2026. You know what I mean? Let the truth be sought out. You know, because we have the right to seek the truth. If we have the right to pursue happiness, you know, truth comes with happiness. You know what I mean? So we gotta get this out. You know, get this truth out. You know what I mean? Whatever it might be. I know, like, you know, later down the line, you know, however you look at it, they're gonna, you know, try to break that down. They're gonna try to chew at that, eat at that, you know, and you know, it's all crazy because, you know, I think that the truth is just like she put it. It's stranger than fiction. You know what I mean? I think the truth is stranger than fiction. And I think exactly how she put it is exactly, you know, how it could have been. Why? Because we're already in a world where we know a lot of things are happening, right? We know that, you know, um, enhancements of drugs might cause a lot of different things to take place. We know that people use different variations of reality to manipulate, you know, and this goes back to what they say, you know, you're supposed to believe, you know, what, none of what you hear and only half of what you see. And if we're already in a 10% of what is in this world, then we really don't know nothing about this world. So it's not up to me to, you know, deny her truth or, you know, add more complications to it. That shit sound complicated already. You know what I mean? You know, Drewski in here faking like he hitting shit. You know what I mean? That's crazy right there that he's in here just faking like he hitting shit. You know what I mean? Uh and big homie CC, come on. Come on. That man legs is as skinny as my legs. And I nowhere near as top heavy as him. You know what I mean? His girlfriend broke up with him because he walked slow in the mall. How did y'all believe that he was a bodyguard for the elites? How did y'all believe that? His girlfriend, he got broke up with because he walked slow in the mall. She said he be walking too slow in the mall. Not buying shit, not looking at shit, not stopping at stores, walking too slow. That means his feet don't even want to carry his ass nowhere. His own feet don't want to work for him. Y'all believe he working for the elites? That right there was crazy. That y'all fell for that he was working for the elites. Now, him being at a party house, this story sounds more plausible about where he came from, about how he just came from out the blue. Like he know about conspiracy theories and know about all of this stuff. That's now it explains where he came from. We already know that Big Hungry Cece is a fictional character, right? But now we know why they allow him in the algorithm. You know what I mean? That's why they push him out there. You know? Now it makes sense. You know? I don't know what 607 Unc had to do. I don't know what any of them had to do. But now it makes sense that they were all in the same room and they were like, this is the plan. We're going to make each other, famous online, so on and so forth. But this is what you got to do. And Drewski was like, shit, what if I do this? He Even during initiation, this nigga is funny. I thought the pastor shit was one thing, but can you imagine somebody during initiation talking about you about to be initiated in the Illuminati? You talk about something. What if I just do this, guys? Does this count? What if I just I'm gonna just slide on her. I'm gonna just slide down her body. What if oh my goodness, man. I'm gonna just slap my body up against hers. What the fuck? What is happening? What is happening? You know? And then, like, you know what I'm saying? To think about it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if that's what it takes, you know what I'm saying? He got his little jump start to stardom. Everybody, we got to think, like, we come from an era where everybody was trying to make it out like that, you know, trying to be seen with the elites, trying to be next to the elites, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what people put themselves through just to stand, you know, next to them, you know, so on and so forth. So a lot of this stuff, you know, is based off of what happened. Like, look at Nick Cannon. You know, y'all never knew Nick Cannon was one of those dudes that was standing outside in New York at a Diddy party. Nick Cannon came out of nowhere too. How he ended up owning half of Nickelodeon, Nick at Night, whatever that shit was, right? Y'all know Nick Cannon got a piece of that, right? When you look at what Nick Cannon going through now, Nick Cannon is harvesting his kids for body parts. You get what I'm saying? He into that shit deep as hell. Nick Cannon was one of them. Let Nick Cannon tell his story. I was one of them kids standing outside the Diddy parties, trying to get in, standing outside the Diddy, you know. He is what them kids that was in the video. I knew those videos in 1993 when I was watching those videos when Biggie had all those people standing outside and they was trying to get into that club. I was like, where the girls at? Why it ain't no girls outside in those videos? I said that shit back then. I was like, why the fuck it look like there's a bunch of dudes standing outside trying to get into that motherfucker? And ain't nobody, everybody was like, man, shut up, man, shut up. Da, 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 da. And now you go back and look at that shit and you like, damn. You know? You know? And that's why when you go back to what if you connect the dots, you know, they set DMX up on some bullshit. You know what I mean? You know, they set DMX up on some DMX tried to put it in a song one time, you know. Y'all ain't catch it though. You know? You know what I'm saying? DMX put it in a song one time and he was trying to tell about everything that was going on. He said, coming through like I do, you know, getting my bark on. Knew she was a dog was when I met her, she had a scarf on. 5411 size 7 with curls, baby face girlfriend, she was 11 with curls. Remember the story that he was trying to tell about the little hood rat named Shamika? And then kind of find out Shamika was the one that had the Adam's apple in the Biggie's video, right? DMX ran into her. Found out there was a dude and cooked her. That's why DMX ain't fuck with nobody, because he realized what the industry was about. That's the holds that they have, you know what I mean? And you know, they try to give him the locks. That's how he end up getting the locks from Diddy, you know what I mean? Yeah, y'all don't know about that story. Y'all don't know about why Diddy signed the locks over to see? Y'all don't know about that story because y'all don't know. When they found out, that was the hush. That was the hush. Here, locks. Here. Huh? I'm trying to tell y'all what happened. I'm trying to tell y'all what happened in the dark. You know, I'm trying to tell y'all what really took place. How do you think Diddy giving up artists? Look how long he held on to Mary J. Blige. Look how long you ain't never seen Diddy give up no motherfucking artists. How he ended up giving the locks over to Rough Riders, huh? How the lot and they still owe money, huh? How they end up getting over the Rough Riders, huh? How that happen, huh? Little hood rat from 24th, named Shamika, coming through like I do, you know, getting my bark on. I'm trying to tell you. Remember, she was in the Biggie video, right? She was in 2 of Biggie videos. She was in the bed with him in one video and hypnotized. And then in the other video, she was the dude that Busta Rhymes was talking to. Ironically, Busta Rhymes was there talking to. Busta Rhymes was talking to her first. And then Biggie slid in. And Biggie was like, you know, yo, you call your friends, you can get with my friends, and we could be friends. We could do this every weekend, all right? And then that's when Diddy started that Room 112 shit. You know what I'm saying? And the butt naked basketball. Huh? All the dudes playing basketball butt naked. Jamie tried to tell about that. And what happened to Jamie? Huh? Jamie tried to tell about the butt naked basketball events. What happened to Jamie? Huh? I'm trying to tell y'all this shit is stranger than fiction. Y'all trying to make it seem like the people coming up with these crazy ass stories. No, they made the stories crazy by you hear one of these stories and you gonna be like, what the because they was really doing it. Jamie can't even tell his story, huh? But Bernie Mac, what happened to Bernie Mac? Everybody know why they don't like Steve. Everybody know why they don't like Steve Harvey. Because Steve Harvey put that motherfucker in on Bernie Mac. He wanted Diddy. You know what Diddy wanted? Diddy wanted his daughter. That's why you seen Steve Harvey's daughter hanging out with Diddy for a period of time. Y'all don't remember that? He was damn near about to marry Steve Harvey's daughter. You remember that shit? He was about to marry Steve Harvey's daughter. Oh, ironically, around the same time, what happened to Bernie Mac? Mr. 3000 came out. Steve Harvey was mad at Bernie Mac for getting the role Mr. 3000. Try to throw some dirt on his name. Because when the Kings of Comedy came out, who took off after that? Bernie Mac got a show. Steve was mad. Bernie Mac was the man. Remember? What happened after Bernie Mac died? Oh, his daughter ended up with Diddy, and then all of a sudden Steve Harvey get a bunch of shows on TV. Shut up. I was trying to figure out how the fuck Steve Harvey got all these fucking shows on TV, start hosting all of these shows. This nigga's not even that funny. But he get all these shows on TV, hosting all these shows. Huh? How you think it happened? How you think it happened? See, that's the problem. Y'all don't remember this shit. Selective memory is a mother sucker. Y'all don't remember this shit. Y'all don't remember how Bernie Mac got taken out around the time that Kings of Comedy came out when he took off. Kings of Comedy came out. He was the funniest motherfucker. He ended up with the Bernie Mac show. He ended up with Mr. 3000. Who was hating? Steve. Cedric the Entertainer stopped fucking with Steve after that. You notice how Cedric the Entertainer shit went left after that? He didn't fuck with Steve after that no more. Anyone know? You always seen them two together. You ain't seen them rocking with each other after that. Cedric ain't never get right after what Steve did to Bernie. He ain't never been right after that. You get what I'm saying? Y'all act like y'all don't remember the history of what took place since the 90s. I remember all of it. From the dude from Family Matters. When I found out the dude from Family Matters had the cop from Family Matters, when I found out he had to take it in order to make it. I said, damn, not Carl Winslow. They got Carl Winslow. It's a rare tradition this day and age of reading good news on a newspaper page. Love and tradition of a grand design. Not Carl Winslow. You know what I'm saying? I knew this shit was dark. They said Uncle Phil. I said, damn, they got Uncle Phil. Huh? That's how you know. Everybody that making it is plots. They're all put there. They're all figureheads. I kept on trying to figure out. You know how you run across talented people in your life and you like, man, I know some real talented people in my life. Why they not making it? That's why they not making it. Because the people that's making it is already chosen to make it. They already sat in the room for their initiation and slid down some shit like Drewski. That's the people that's making it. They all in these circular rooms together. They picking and choosing who about to make it. You got to pretend on a body. Huh? You got to put a finger in the dirt. You got to do some shit. That's the people that's making it. That's why our people not making it. The regular people. That's why we don't see the famous people. That's why you're not related to none of the famous people. That's why you don't know none of the famous people. That's why we don't know none of the fucking people that make it. It just seemed like they made it. That's why we never was friends with a Kevin Hart or none of the fucking people that's making it. Because they not real people that's making it. That's the people that they put there after they decided who was going to make it sitting in this room. The real talented people that's out there, they're analyzing you and stealing your talent and giving it to the person that they wanted to make it. All the ideas and stuff that they coming up with, someone great is coming up with ideas. The music that someone else is writing that, composing that, but that's not the face that they want out there. The faces they want out there is the faces that they pick to put out there. Not the me's, not the you's, not the ordinary people. All the U.S. presidents have been blood related. What are you talking about? They all come from the same bloodline. How is that possible? How? That means what we seen was just a fucking facade. There's no way we picked the same fucking bloodline every damn time. There's no possible way. There's no possible way. It's not possible. That means everything was just fake. Everything was just a gimmick. Everything was just Trump probably the only one that disrupted the fucking bloodline. I don't know. I didn't do the math on it. I didn't see if Trump has, any connection with that bloodline. But I was shocked when I found out Obama had the connection to the fucking bloodline. I found out Obama. I said, what? Hold on. Ain't no way Obama's grandmom is fucking Hitler's daughter or whatever the fuck relation that she had. I said, what? Ain't no way Obama's no wonder why he talking about he was raised by his grandpapa and his grandmom. You mean the same grandpapa and grandmom that is supposedly related to Hitler? Stop playing. Stop playing. I found out Obama was still, I said, shut the fuck. And y'all think we don't live in a world this world is made up. The world is one big stage. You only think you got a choice. Why you think when everybody voted for Hillary Clinton, she won the popularity vote, but then when they say, oh, well, she didn't win the electoral votes, and the electoral votes is the ones that count. What? Shut up. Shut up. You get what I'm saying? It's not real. None of this shit is real. You seen the agenda that Diddy and them was pushing since the 90s. Women in the men's urinal. That shit didn't get accepted until the 2000s. So how was he doing videos of that shit back then where women was in the men's bathroom or men was in the women's bathroom? How the fuck did we have a video in 1993 showing that shit and that shit didn't get accepted until the 2000s? Make this shit make sense. Make it make sense. All the movies started pushing the same agenda. All the movies started pushing the same concept. Every movie put it in it. Come on, man. Y'all got to see this shit. Why y'all want to act like y'all don't see the world as one big stage? I mean, I'm not taking them out the world because we all exist in this world together, so we all here. So we can't get mad about how something came about existing, right? Once it's here, it's here. What is, always was, and always will be. So I'm not mad at nobody for being here. You know? Wait, what's today's date? The 3rd, 23rd? You know what happened. Okay. You know what happened. I gotta put a appeal in. That's why they don't like me ranting, because I be ranting, you know what I mean? Yeah, TikTok. That's why I say, like, we be trying to make it seem like this stuff don't be going on. Man, this stuff is going on. You know? This world is corrupt, upside down. You know, the illusion is when you think that they're in control. Like they say, all of them is just characters. This, you know what I mean? This world is one big stage. You know, the world is one big stage. That's why I say there are too many folks that don't want to see. You know, a lot of people want to be blinded. You know, they don't want to see the truth. You know what I mean? And that's the craziest thing ever is that people don't want truth. You know, I think that's the scariest thing. The scariest part about it is people don't want the truth. I feel like, shoot, let the truth be heard. You know, let the truth be heard. But however you look at it, you know, more people are you know, all right, I ain't going back live over there. I'm gonna play the game over there because I ain't about to try to lose my page. Yeah, we won the appeal. We won the appeal, but I ain't trying to lose my page. I ain't trying to have these people spam me out, you know, over there. Because I know if they watching right now, then it's better to just stay off or just go back on playing the game later, as opposed to trying to just reopen the live and do it. You know, let me see something. Let me just make sure that I got the copies of it so I can at least get some clips of it. Okay, yeah. It's recorded, so we good. That's how you know it's people that's spamming the page. You know what I mean? That's how you know it's people spamming the page and not really, you know, violation of the. You know what I mean? Because TikTok look at it and kick it back. Yeah, that mean one of y'all just hating on me. Jaguar, somebody must have heard Misha was over there, so they must have got on one of their backup accounts. You know what I mean? They must have heard like, who is that? I did see somebody come in here and say, who is that over there? So they probably heard like who it was on TikTok and was like, get over there. Hey, they probably trying to figure out how the freak do he keep on doing this shit? How the freak do he keep on doing this shit? Crazy. Well, we was live for a pretty decent time today, man. Love is love. Namaste, I say, salutations, you know. Hope all is well on everybody's end, you know. You know they can't figure it out. They can't figure it out. Listen, I'm a magician of this shit. You know what I mean? A magician of this shit. So that's why, you know, all you gotta do is just put it out there in the ether, and that truth is just gonna start. It's gonna climb its way to us. You know what I mean? If you want the truth, follow this page. I'm telling you, the truth is gonna crawl its way to us. You know, because I wasn't expecting that, but I'm glad it did come out. You know what I mean? I'm glad it did come out. Like, damn. Hey. That truth done trickled out. I'm about to go over to TikTok and play the game for a little bit over there. So y'all welcome to come over there and chill. Cause you see, that's where the truth getting exposed at over there. You know what I mean? Yeah, hey, maximum exposure 26. You know what I'm saying? Maximum exposure 26. Not mediocre. Maximum exposure. You know what I mean? It's time to let the lead out, you know? Time to let the lead out. Now it explains why these people was on line OB, why they were, because this was part of the initiation. They were about to become personas on the internet. All of them was going to get personas. That's why their content was getting pushed. That's why, you know, all of them was getting traction. It makes sense. It makes sense. Y'all have a great night, man. If nobody told y'all that they love y'all today, let me be the first but not the last to tell you that I love you. You know, all is well, man. Great things is happening, and we here for it. I'm here for the truth being exposed. And it was a great live. I mean, the live turned out great, you know. It turned out good, you know. I'm about to get something to eat and probably play the game. Try to chill for the rest of the night, take in everything that just was said in that live. You know, try to figure it all out, everything that was just said, you know.
Welcome to our tea. What's it gonna be? I'm thinking we can serve your tea hot. We can make it ice cold.
Hey, y'all stay warm out there, man. Y'all stay warm.
We can make it real bold.
Stay warm out there.
Oh, beef on top of beef. Oh, yes. Yes, it's giving messy, real mess. We having black tea. So won't you come and take a sip? We serving black tea. But be careful not to slip. Black tea. Taste the drama real good. Do you want some black tea? In the YT neighborhood. Truth is moving on them streets. But it's caught between them lies. Who be grifting, who cheats? Who be sending round them spies? Beef on top of beef, oh